Did you say Cobra Kai Network?
Yeah, you did. Yo, what's up, guys? About the Cobra Kai Karate. Back to brand new video. Cobra Kai Network episode 184. Sorry, I'm not in my best setting right now. I don't have my camera plugged in. I don't have my microphone plugged in. I don't have my lighting on. Sorry, it's a bit of a dark setting. No, I'm not gonna kidnap you. I'm not. I'll get myself set up a little bit. I was doing something, so I got a little busy. But yeah, I thought I was starting now before it gets too late. It's already getting dark out. So here we are, Cobra Kai Network episode 184. And yeah, so I think like it was so weird because last network I had a plan to talk about the Karate Legends. As we're doing that, the dumb happens, and you get the whole Stranger Things, you get Squid Game, you get what else do they do? What else do they do? Wednesday. I don't think anyone cares about that. So it was kind of hard because I was trying to review that, but yeah, Jake should be coming on. He's a big Stranger Things fan. He just saw Karate Kid Legend, so I'm sure he'll talk about that as well. But yeah, I think for this now we'll talk about Stranger Things season 5. What should we expect from that? What do we want? I haven't watched Stranger Things since season 4. I enjoy the show. I'm an enjoyer. I don't know if I consider myself a fan though. To me, the story and characters is good, but it never made me connected to where I would become a fan, where I would, I guess, be so involved and rewatch it. I still think it's a phenomenal show. It's amazing, but like I just never got that personal level with it. So I might not be fully in tune to Stranger Things. Like I might like forget some people's names or the storylines, like some things, but I remember most of season 4 because that's what I watched last, which was about 3 years ago, which seems crazy. That felt like maybe like 2 years ago. But besides that, we'll keep talking more about Karate Kid Legends. Not a lot of good movies coming out in June, to be honest. I looked at the movies many times. July will be good though. July you get Jurassic World, which I don't think will be good, but it'll be a big movie at least. You will get obviously Superman, which should be maybe the movie of the year. I don't know if I don't think it'll be better than Sinners. I think it could be better than Thunderbolts. We'll see. And then also Fantastic Four, the first step. So I'm kind of split. It looks decent. Something about the trailer just makes you feel like it's not going to be as good as people think it's going to be. But yeah, with that being said, let's read what the chat's got to say. That's not the chat. StreamYard. Thank God Squid Game is ending, so I won't have to hear it again. Yeah, I mean, I never watched Squid Game. Obviously, when it became really popular in 2021, I think I might have watched the first episode. I know what happened, partially. Never really got into it. Season 2, I don't really know what happens either. I heard it. I heard it's okay. I heard it's a good show, but like, I don't think I'm gonna watch it. To be honest, Stranger Things is the greatest show. Greatest show ever. I don't know about that. I mean, we're talking like personally for me, it's top 10. There's so many shows I'd put over it though. I think we're talking like objectively, like some of the great shows ever. Like that's maybe top 15. I mean, it's hard to rank a show all time when it hasn't ended. If it ends well, which it definitely should, Stranger Things, it's been really consistent. A lot of seasons and a lot of shows that are great. They have a couple misses. Like they have a couple seasons that are slower, mid, or some people are like, it's a season where every fan can collectively agree on, or most can agree on, is the worst. Stranger Things does not have that. Like every show, every season is really good, really consistent, and brings something new to the table. Every single fan could literally, like one fan could have a ranking of like, let's say 1 being the best and 4 being the worst. Another one could have 4 being the best and 1 being the worst, and both would make sense to Stranger Things fans. That's why the show, I think, is the most consistent. But all-time shows, it hasn't concluded yet, so I can't really say it. But you guys know a lot of shows, like Game of Thrones would be over it. Even though Game of Thrones ended badly, it still had a way better peak. It has the most most Emmy nominations. It's one of the most iconic shows of all time. I really don't think you can put over Game of Thrones. Like the influence of that show doesn't even come close to what Stranger Things. You definitely could put. I mean, obviously put Breaking Bad over it. That's not even debate. I think that's easily the greatest show of all time. Sopranos can go over it just because that's the first TV show that ever brought drama and elements to television. So that show is better. The Wire is probably better. Other greatest shows of all time, you could put Better Call Saul over them. Even though it never won an Emmy, which is bullcrap, it still should be over Stranger Things. But yeah, I think Stranger Things is definitely one of the, like, I'm not going to say it's not, but It hasn't ended yet. If it ends really good, it could be top 10, but it's definitely not the greatest show of all time. I don't think it ever will be. June has good movies coming out. I really haven't seen any ones. Like I looked at the June movies, none of them really look good. At least to me, obviously. Like just to look at it again, like I'm not gonna go for every single one because I've already done that, but just to look at it, the main ones coming out. I mean, Jurassic World. I thought it came out in July though. Yeah, it does come out in July. I didn't even get that right. F1, does that come out in June? That does come out in June. That's a new movie that could be good. The Predator movie comes out, but who really cares about that? I don't know if it's even releasing theaters. Like nothing really pops out here. Like just nothing really popping out. And you would think like the first month of the summer would be a little bit more eventful, but no, I don't really see anything to be honest. I can't think of any TV shows coming out. So when we started with those Walking Dead spinoffs, they're just a cash grab. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I haven't watched the Walking Dead spinoffs just because by the time I got to season 10 and 11, I was just so bored and of the franchise and the universe. It just literally was almost unwatchable. It was so boring. Like if that show started out like how it was set up in season 10 or 11, that show would never have made a second season. It would have been a flop, and no one would have watched it. No one would have cared. Nothing would have happened with that. So the only reason people are watching The Walking Dead now is because of how it started. If this was how it started, no one would ever heard Walking Dead in their entire life. No one. It would be one of those shows that none of us ever heard of. So that's why I just stopped watching. And I know they did the whole Megan and Negan spinoff, which I guess seems interesting, but don't really have enough interest to watch it. They had the prequel, which I heard some people say the beginning's good, but a lot of people say the ending's so bad, and most of the show is just not good. And they have other ones. They did it with Daryl, which I don't even know if he'll like that or not. Sometimes it's like, why are we doing all this? Like, why do we have so much? Like, not only did you drag on the original show and just completely butchered it, now you're going to make billions of spinoffs. It's just like, I get it financially. That was a huge show, and the fandom for that show was the biggest ever. He has a really big fandom and a lot of fans that adore the characters in the show. But like, I don't know. That's what worries me about Cobra Kai. I feel like they could definitely do what they did with Cobra Kai, what they're doing with Walking Dead. And I think the Karate Kid Legends could definitely be the kickstart to that. Which I just hope they don't do that. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna go get my stuff set up real quick. I'm gonna get my obviously my camera plugged in, my mic and my light, so I don't look like a burglar that's broke into your house. So I'm gonna go do that real quick. I'll read the chat as I do that though. Like I said, other people should be coming on, and we'll talk about more about Stranger Things. I need someone else to talk about Stranger Things because I really don't know how to start talking about it because I just do not remember a lot what happened. The Ones Who Live is a boring spinoff. Bro, I actually never even heard of that. The Ones Who Live? The Ones Who Live. Oh, is that the... Oh. This is the Rick and Michonne one. I actually heard that one was good. That was the actually only one that I heard was good. I heard a couple of people like that. They really did. Yeah, like 7.8 IMDb, 88 Rotten Tomatoes. Either way, I'm not really interested. Like, who really cares? But yeah, let me get my stuff set up. So, here's something fun. You guys remember my YouTube short I made about me making fun of the Karate Kid Legends in the theater? Obviously, I didn't record the whole movie. In that short, I recorded maybe 2-second clips, and I was talking over it. So, I thought, that's good. That's not going to be copyrighted. Well, first off, I really wouldn't care if it got copyrighted. Like, I make my videos how I want. If it gets copyrighted, it gets copyrighted. I do not care. I am monetized, so I could make money, but it's not going to be as much anyway, and I really do not need that. I don't need the money. I really care more about just making the videos I want to make. So if it gets copyrighted, who cares? And the short did very well, 13,000. But today, I checked, and it did not just get copyrighted. It got striked. I got a YouTube strike, which people don't know. That's pretty serious, because if you get free strikes, they'll terminate your channel. And the first strike usually they ban you from going live streaming for 90 days. Now, obviously, I'm live streaming, so I don't know if they didn't do it for me. I looked it up. Sometimes they do not do it. Sometimes they just give you a warning, like it's a strike, but they won't take away everything just because it's your only strike ever, your first strike. Other times, which I hope this is not true, but other times it takes a while to kick in, where usually it takes on 3 to 4 days, and then you can't do it. So if for some reason I cannot go live on my channel for free for how long was it? 90 days. 90 days, I'll have to go live on my second channel because Sony is a bunch of blood-sucking rats. Because I looked it up. I did not invalidate the YouTube guidelines at all. What happened was I was recording in the feeder and making fun of Sony, which apparently is a rule by Sony. If you deliberately sabotage their marketing for the movie, they will strike you down. Which I was trying to make the point. I was not deliberately trying to match up your marketing. What I was doing was I was giving my fair, humble opinion on protection under the First Amendment. Thank you, George Washington. Okay, so what? But I was gonna go appeal it. But apparently, if you appeal it and they say no, they could literally sue you and bring you to court and terminate your channel. So I'm like, you know what, bro? Fine, delete my short and give me the strike. What basically means I'm on thin ice. If I get any copyrighted videos or I do anything stupid, they could literally delete my channel and permanently ban me from live streaming. One or the other, and they could take away my monetization, which I don't really care about that much, but it would be nice to have. So there you go. That's what Sony does. But it's weird because my long-term video I made a 10-minute video, which added those clips I put in the short. That didn't get copyrighted or strike down. That's still up there. And I'm not taking it down. I don't care. If they want to strike that too, they can do it too. But I'm not deleting that video. Worst case scenario, if they generally just delete my whole entire channel, which I'm sure will not happen, I'll just make a new channel. Who gives a frick? Not me. Because honestly, I just care about making videos. And for the audience who cares and watch me, they'll watch me anywhere. So I don't care about the subscribers. I don't care about any of that. Obviously, I want to keep this channel, but personally, I just like talking about movies. That's all it really is. So if they want to do that, they can. I'm not changing my content for Sony. That's definitely not happening. I can promise you that. And of course, it's Sony. Any freaking had to be Sony, man. But yeah, I thought I would mention that. Nothing's really going to change from now. Obviously, I can still live stream. I can still make videos. Nothing should happen, but if it does happen, I thought you guys should know at least what's going on. But yeah, let me get my stuff set up. Yeah. And yeah, that's why that short is not up anymore. Because the short actually did pretty well. It got like 13,000 views. Usually my shorts don't do that good, but that one did. But obviously it got deleted. Which, if they just would have asked me to take it down, I really wouldn't care. But, Sony's nice. They're the nicest guys around. All right, let me get my stuff set up real quick, guys. Turn on this light. Oh, God. Right. All right, my microphone should be connected to this one. Let me know if this microphone's good. If it's not, let me know. Well, you don't have to let me know if it is good. Just let me know if it's not good. All right. There we go. I'm not going to get my camera set up right now because that'll just take forever because I have to unplug this whole HDMI stuff. So we'll just have our camera like this. Let me just fix my chair, and then we'll talk a little bit about maybe Stranger Things, what we want there. I don't know. I'm kind of stalling right now. Okay. Let me turn on this. All right. And my video is out ranking all Cobra Kai characters. If you guys did not see it, I didn't actually rank I made a tier list. So I can show you guys a tier list of what I did. And honestly, I was shocked because I didn't know what my top 10 was. I didn't know what my least favorite were. I had no idea. I was just going along with the tier list. So this is what I did. Let me see if it's on. Let me see if I have it on the laptop. I think I saved the photo. Maybe I did. If you guys want to see my video, it's an hour long. It really should not have been that long. It should have been like a 20, 30-minute video, but yeah, but way too long. Like for the John Kreese, I think I talked about John Kreese for like 20 minutes. Whoops. All right, so this is what we got. Let me just share my whole screen. This is the tier list I made, and we'll just look at it and see what we did. Okay. So this is a tier list I did. So I got every single one. This is from Karate Kid all the way to Cobra Kai, Karate Kid Legends, Back Reboot. We got 3 characters in horrible. So we got obviously these guys. I shouldn't have to explain why these guys are horrible. And then F tier, you got Alan, Frick Allen. You got the monks. Like I'm nothing against the monks. It's just like they were just there bowling. So like I don't really know. A lot of characters down here are not down because they're bad. They're down just because like they didn't do anything. So that's why most of these characters are down here. E tier, a lot of just like boring characters or characters that didn't do much or characters just no screen time or they're just bad characters. Something to do with that. Yeah. Anthony is also, I'll put him there. All right, then D tier, slightly better characters, but not really good characters. And then we got C tier. These are solid characters. These are ones you could consider solid or decent or maybe even good around the top. And then they put Li Fang here. As you can see, Aisha, Kenny, Ali, Kyler there, Bobby, Yaya. And then B tier. These are ones where we're starting in the good characters. These are characters I do enjoy. Carmen, you got Sensei Kim. You got Dre Parker. Yeah, but Dre Parker, because at least he was pretty fun. And Sensei Kim feeling was kind of just not, it was good, but then it just went nowhere. And then Carmen doesn't do anything. She literally is just a worried mom. She doesn't have her own arc. So, yeah. And then Dimitri, you got Mike Barnes, you got Axel. Then we got A tier. You're some of my favorites. Chosen, Stingray. Yeah, I put Stingray over Chosen because here's the thing. Cobra Kai, they wanted to make Chosen a serious character. They did very well with that, but they tried to make him a comedic character. He was a terrible comedic character. Terrible. Stingray, on the other hand, he actually could do serious moments really well, but he can also be a way better comedic character. That's why he's better than Chosen. Then I got Sensei Wolf, I got Amanda, and I got Sam. This is my top 10. So 10, I got Mr. Han. So yeah, I did put Mr. Han over Sam Luberso. I think Mr. Han is just a great character. I mean, he was really dark and character who, a lot like Mr. Miyagi, and then obviously Jackie Chan is a phenomenal actor and a real martial artist. So it's just, I think he's a lot more interesting because Sam's just all over the place, an emotional wreck and kind of a mess of a character. Doesn't really have a direction, kind of just goes with the flow. So that's why I were there. 9, I have Hawk, who would be higher if it wasn't for the last 2 seasons. And then 8, I got Daniel. 7, I got Tori. 6, I got Miguel. Now I have Robbie at 3. I would change this now. I was thinking about it. I'd put Robbie at 5. Now I think about it. I think I was just a little too high on Robbie there. And then 4, I would go Terry Silver. 3, I would go John Kreese. 2, I would go Miyagi, and 1, I would go Johnny Lawrence. So that's my tier list. As you guys can see, if you want to see the full video, me talking about each character, there it is. Geez. Okay. But yeah. All right. So the chat's got to say. Dre's overrated protagonist. Jaden Smith cannot act. I wouldn't say he cannot act. He just wasn't a great actor. A lot of his lines came up very cheesy. He was really hard to take seriously because he's like a middle schooler, and he just seemed all over the place. But the reason why I have him a little higher, just because he's just charismatic. He was fun to watch on screen, and I think overall, his story follows what Daniel's story was, which was a good story. So that's why I have him a little higher. Huck was really annoying in season 6. It ruined his character. Absolutely. I was even saying in my video, Dimitri would even be higher because Dimitri was a really fun, comedic character and had some serious moments too. But even then, he never took the next step. He never took the next step in it, like having a real character arc. He never had a character arc like Hawk in season 3 or season 4. He never actually took the next step as a character. He always just stayed that middle ground character. and then you get to season 6, and then they just make them completely annoying and just meaningless. So he was still a bit frustrating. Yeah, that's back to your list. The video's out now. My last 2 videos were over an hour, so that's a bit crazy. I did my 65 episode ranking in that. But my next video, guys, well, actually, I don't even know what my next video is because I put a community tab of some videos, and we'll see what the one you guys voted for. Cause you guys don't know, I put a little community tab out for what video you guys want to watch. This is the one I put out, so let's see what you guys did. We'll both be finding out together, I guess. Okay, and I do re-record it. I already, like most of these videos I put out my post. I already recorded, so a lot of these videos are already recorded. I just wait until you guys vote for them, and then I post them. Plus, you guys just never ever. Oh, that's a terrible. Man, StreamYard, you gotta make the thumbnail that. I gotta add a thumbnail. That's terrible. I look like a drug addict. Okay, looks like you guys definitely want my reaction. So I got Dex season 1 reviewed, The Godfather movie review, and my reaction to season part 2 older release clips. That's 92%. Okay. So if you guys don't know what that is, for Cobra Kai season 6 part 2, I recorded my reaction, and not like my full reaction to the season, but just like when anything something serious happened, I recorded it. And it was kind of like my real-time thoughts. I recorded that. It was supposed to be a video, but I never got to post it just because my phone is messing up. It would stop recording around the 10th episode, and it was just a big mess. I already have so much videos to post, so I just put it in the dust. But I just found it in my camera roll. I'm like, oh, these are really funny clips, because you guys know I really hated part 2 when it first came out. When part 2 first came out, I thought it was worse than part 1. So I thought, maybe somebody wants to see this, and you guys did vote for it, so I will post those clips. I'll have to organize them out. I'll probably only post the clips of like the big stuff, like maybe like when Daniel got in the dog cage. I'll obviously show when Kim and Chosen kissed, because I was having a midlife crisis when that happened. Because up to that point, I'm like holding on to a thread of like we need something to kickstart the show. And then when I saw that, I paused it right on frame. I'm like, yeah, the show's over. Like, this show's over. Like, nothing can be saved. So I'll show some of my reactions to that. I also have to edit it. I did make my video for part 1. Like, part 1, I had the video that is posted. My reaction to that. I didn't do it for part 3 though, just because like that was just like I just wanted to enjoy that for myself, really. And also, like, most of every single season I've watched in Cobra Kai, I've watched with my sister. That was the first time I did not watch it because she was gone. So it was completely alone watching Cobra Kai for the last time. So I was like, I don't really want to record this. Let me just enjoy this. Anyway, we got our first guest on. It's the one. It's the only. Cobra Kai World.
Flowers bring May flowers. I'm like, hey.
What's up?
What's up? What are we talking about?
Oh, I was saying, I'm gonna. They voted for. I put a community tab for videos they wanted, and it was voted that I was gonna post a video of my unreleased part 2 reactions in real time that I never got to post. So.
Oh yeah, I voted for that.
Oh, of course you did, you motherfucker. Yeah, I actually wanted to make a Dexter review, and no one voted for that. So thank you guys. But yeah, like I said, just some of the clips that I have that are good, because it was just like it was a big mess of a video. That's why I never posted it. But I guess if you guys want to see them, I guess it is a big, like, that was my actual like real time reaction to that part. So I'll post that. And then yeah, I also did record my Godfather review. So whenever you guys vote for that, that'll be posted. Yeah. I think for June it will just be a lot of just reviews about old movies and old shows. That's really all I can really do for now. I did just make my Cobra Kai character ranking. You see that, Matthew? You see what my ranking was?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, what do you think?
Oh boy.
What?
You were spot on until the end.
What? What do you mean?
You made one critical mistake.
What did I do?
You didn't put Hector in S tier.
I don't know who Hector is, and he was not on the tier list, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Hector
he's
Hector
the un-
Salamanca. Hector
no,
Salamanca from frick.
no, Hector Salazar, the goat, the undisputed
Hector
goat.
Salamanca from Breaking Bad. Is that what you mean?
Okay, he was in Better Call Saul. He wasn't in Breaking Bad. We never
He was in
saw
Breaking.
him.
He was in Breaking Bad. Remember, he was the guy in the wheelchair. Last chance to look at me, Hector.
Oh,
You
I'm
know?
confusing you with Lalo. Never mind.
Oh yeah. Well, look, he was in the tier list. What do you want me to say? He wasn't in there.
He was at the end. You're like, fine, I'll rank Hector, and then you cut the video and you're like, okay, that's it for this video, guys.
That never happened. That ain't never happened. What are you talking about? Hawk was really annoying in season 6. It ruined his character. I wouldn't say it ruined his character. It just didn't add to it. It just degressed. It just didn't.
Yeah.
You really can't ruin his character after what they did, but it's just like he just like sat in pity. It was just terrible. Anyway, I have to make an announcement to you. I already told the chat, but you guys got to be very careful on my live streams from now on because I'm on thin ice from YouTube. I'm on thin ice.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I got a YouTube strike, and
no.
A YouTube strike, actually, when you get it, it actually should ban you from live streaming for 90 days. Clearly, I'm still live. So sometimes if it's your first strike and you had a clean history, they will not ban it. And other times, it takes a while. So God forbid, if they actually do submit that, we will have to go live on the Cobra Kai Karate live channel. And if I get striked again, I'm not able to go live. I'll be banned permanently from live streaming. I'm also going to lose my monetization. And if I get striked for the third time, my channel will be deleted. So it's all Sony's fault, by the way. Big shock.
What did you get a strike for?
You know my YouTube short about my reaction to Karate Kid Legends?
Oh my god, no.
Sony put the damn hammer on my ass because of that.
Bro,
you know what?
Sony does the same shit to my channel.
It wasn't even fair. It actually was fair use. Like that wasn't even why I got striked. Because I actually only recorded for like 5 seconds, 3 seconds, and I was talking over it. I got striked. Do you want to hear this bull crap? Because I deliberately sabotaged their promotion and marketing. Excuse me? I would say my opinion on the damn movie, and it was ass. It's not my fault it's ass. If you want me to promote your movie, don't make ass movies, Sony. You're going to strike my channel because of that? So I was mad as hell. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go appeal this. Guess what? I went to go try to appeal it. You want to know what the documentary that they sent me, that like these rules? It says, oh, if you appeal this, right, and it does not fit our criteria and we say no, guess what? We can sue you and bring it to court. And also we can permanently delete your channel. I'm like, you know what? Frick this. No, never mind. I'm not doing that. So it really is annoying. It really is. But you know what?
Yeah, Sony goes after me too. I'm like, bro, leave me alone. Like, geez.
I don't care about the copyright. Like, if I get copyright for video, I do not care because I could get monetized, but it won't be really that much. And honestly, I'd rather just make my videos how they be made to get copyrighted. But a strike is something where like I get my channel deleted. Like, but at the end of the day, either way, if I could do it again, I would still make that video and post it because that I wanted to make fun of the movie and I did make fun of the movie and I'm happy I did. And I would do it again. Because even if my channel gets deleted and they really do all this stuff, I'll make a new channel and I'll make fun of you again. It doesn't matter. Well, actually, I think if you get permanently banned, it won't let you create videos on a second account. Like they go after your whole Google system. So I might be cooked there. I'll have to go on freaking Rumble. But you know what? I don't know, man. I guess part of it is because I was recording in Feeder 2. So they said like the Feeder experience and them, and like I guess them paying to go to Feeder. And like you screaming and falling asleep and recording that and putting it on YouTube. And that's me deliberately trying to sabotage their marketing. I guess you make a case that it is, but I wasn't deliberately trying to sabotage their marketing. I was just saying my opinion on the movie, and it was terrible. What do I mean to say? Because my video is still up. My video where I show those clips is still up because that is a 10-minute video and it's a review. So I don't think they can actually get to that. But since this is short and the title said don't watch, yeah, they put the hammer in my ass. But at the same time, it wasn't a real person. It's like an AI who scans videos about the show and they see something that pops out, they'll strike you. So I sent an email to the person that can look at it. It's not an appeal, but they just verify it. And hopefully he can look at it and not be an asshole. But since he's a Sony executive, I guarantee you he's not going to give a piss if he even reads the email. So, because if the YouTube Shorts deleted, I don't care. It got 13,000 views, did really well. But I don't really care. I just don't want to strike on my channel because I don't want to sit in fear that if I have too many copyrighted videos or I say something or something happens that I could be banned from live streaming. And then then at that point, I'm one strike away from getting my channel deleted. Like, what the frick, bro? Why are these rules exist, bro? I understand copyright rules, but like, what?
I mean, the whole thing is stupid.
It's like, all right, if you strike people for whatever, sure, yeah. But if I can't, if I think you're wrong, I should be able to appeal it without the risk of going to court. Like, what? Like, oh, if we don't agree if you're appeal, then guess what? We can sue you, and you need a sign here that you will show up to court. And also, we can also permanently delete your channel. Just add a little bit more assholey in there. Like, okay, like, what if I just disagree and I just want to make my case? And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Why do I have to go to court for that? It's just some legal stuff. And you know why they did that? They did that because they know when they strike someone down, they want it down for whatever reason it is, whether it's justice or not, and they want to make sure that people are scared not to appeal it, and they get a chance of taking them down. So because of that, they do legal stuff to go after you. It's probably a bunch of bullcrap if I really looked into it, but either way, it's not worth the freaking risk. It is what it is. As long as I don't post any copyrighted material and stuff like that, I should be good. And after 90 days and nothing happened, my strike will be removed. But it just really chaps my ass that it was Sony. It just really pissed me off.
Yeah.
You know exactly. If I ever were to get a strike, it would have been by Sony. So it makes sense. Anyway, Stranger Things. What are we thinking for season 5? Because I didn't really get to talk about it. The last one. Oh damn, the Thunder and Pacers game is actually close now. But
yeah, I literally just saw a post of them like ripping into it, like saying like this is the most unexciting matchup in history, and like there's no excitement, no aura, no nothing.
I'm not even watching it live. I'm not even watching the final. I'll watch it if it's an elimination game. I'm not watching this. Like, I really don't care.
Yeah.
But right now, like, the Pacers are destroying them, but now the Thunder are destroying them. Now the Pacers are coming back. It's a 5-point game, 1 minute left. So who knows? I hope the Pacers win, but whatever. But Stranger Things season 5. I was talking to Jake before, and he was saying like he thinks 100% certainly that 11 will die at the end of the show.
Oh wow!
And I trust Jake because he's a big Stranger Things fan. He said like he knows. And he's like even like Millie Bobby Brown, like they asked her in an interview, and she's like, "Oh, I know what the character is going to end," and actually seemed like really like surprised talking about what's going to happen. So to me, it makes sense considering with where she came into the show and like she kind of brought everything here. So if it starts with her and ends with her saving everyone, I think that'd be good. But like, I really don't want that to happen. Like, 11's one of my favorite characters.
Every season ends like that.
And she's grown so much in the show. It just, I think an ending would be just as good of her, and an ending would be just as good of her dying sacrificing than it would be her living up happily. Like, that would be just as good, in my opinion. So I think there's ways around it. Like, I don't think we need to kill her just for dramatic and just for like the show. Because I think would be great for the show. It'd be really dramatic. It would probably be amazingly acted and amazingly performed and be a great setup and a great climax. But I just really like the idea of the show, of her being, troubled and obviously abused, and her to finally live off somewhere good. But like at the same time, every time I say that, I'm like, I just do not think they're going to do that. Like, I don't. Like, I think we all know, like, for certainly that, what's his name? The gay one. What's his name?
Oh, Will?
Yeah. I think Will's definitely going to die. I think that's like the most obvious. Like, it's not only been set up with his character, it's also been rumored, and now also with the only clip we got of him screaming "run" on top of his lungs. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I think this guy's definitely going to die. Mike is possible, but we'll see. I mean, the only character I think is safe is Dustin, because you just can't kill Dustin. Like,
you can't kill Max either, because then that makes the whole
you can't really kill Max. You can't really kill Dustin. You can't kill Hopper either, because he's died like 4 times. You can't kill him now.
Yeah, because he's almost died like multiple times.
And then obviously Dustin, like, he's just too.
Yeah, and then I think they have to kill either Jonathan or Steve, one of those guys.
One of them has to die. And honestly, season 4, as good as it was, the biggest problem was them bringing back love interest with Nancy. It's like, why are we doing this? You really set in stone their relationship, and now it could have been what you did with Sam, Miguel, and Robbie. Like, Sam's still a good acquaintance with Robbie, and then you become friends. But her lover is Miguel. You could have just done that with Steve, but you just make it weird. And now you're put in an awkward
Yeah.
situation where now I don't know what you're even going to do is see the fight with them. It's like now you're going to have to kill one. She's going to like pick one, and like she's going to live with the one that's dead or not alive. Like what are you going to do now? Because like one of them is going to die, and she loves both of them. I'm confused. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not a good situation.
To me, Jonathan, I would rather have him die, to be honest.
Yeah, after the way like he's regressed since the first 2 seasons, unfortunately.
And obviously, that would be what they're doing with bringing Steven in because they're setting up that with Jonathan. That's just so savage to go out. Like, you set him up, and then he just starts to regress, and his relationship with Nancy goes, and she starts moving back to Steven, and then he just dies. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Talk about that's like the Hawk treatment right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know, Jonathan, even though he was a better character, but I never found him too interesting. Like, even when Steven was a villain more, I found him a better character than Jonathan. But Jonathan's still a good character. I want to see Steve Hopper duo this season. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot I can do with Hopper because Hopper was away the whole season, and he's such a good character, and I think he'll be great.
Yeah.
So great. He's such a great character. He's probably the best. Him and 11 are my two favorite.
Yeah, Hopper's
Steven,
favorite.
Steven might be at 3. I really liked Mike in the earlier season, but he just became an asshole later on.
Yeah, he's regressed as well.
It's like how he treats Will.
Yeah, in season 4, where he's not just season 4,
3 and 4.
Like he just treats him like crap or whatever for no reason.
Yeah, sometimes don't even feel like they're friends.
Yeah, and he's just like prioritizing 11 over Will.
Everything. 4 guys over everything.
Yeah, and like the first season was like about trying to find Will. Like literally, like the first season is him like his main priority is trying to like find out what happened to Will and stuff, and then now we're here, and he's prioritizing 11 over everything. So
yeah. Judging by the teaser, Mike is going back to the Broods. He's protecting the kids. I think, would it be Mike making the ultimate sacrifice to die? I mean, sorry, Will. I'm thinking about Will. Would Will be the guy that would ultimately sacrifice everyone to die? I feel like if you're going to have a character sacrifice and die, I think it would be 11. It could be both. Once again, don't do it on Christmas, by the way. That's messed up.
yeah.
I don't think I'm even watch it on Christmas. I don't think I'm going to watch it. Like, it's a Holly Jolly. I'm not watching freaking these characters get killed. I'm not watching that. Like, I'm not watching on Christmas. I'm not watching on Christmas. I'm going to stay off my phone. I'm going to enjoy the holidays. And then after, I'll go watch it. I'm not watching on Christmas. You could have done on Christmas, like, Eve. Like, you really had to do it on Christmas? Or is it actually on Christmas? Or is it just, like, say that, like, Christmas season? Or is it actually
it's on December 25th. So, yeah, Christmas.
Damn it.
And then, the finale comes out, 6 days.
Oh, my gosh. The Pacers just won.
Did they actually?
Dude, they came back by so much. Halliburton went off in the last couple minutes.
No way, bro. What the
They outscored them by 10 in the fourth quarter.
No.
And 13 in the second half. Holy choke job. At home, too. Bro, the Pacers might be making... Dude, the Pacers might actually make, like, the greatest underdog run of all time.
Bro, they're the first...
You destroy the Cavs. You beat the Knicks. You destroy the Knicks. And now you beat the Pacers, one of the greatest teams of all time. The Thunder. Damn, bro. When did the Pacers get this good?
Yeah, it kind of just popped off out of nowhere.
It's just like a playoff run. It's like what the Mavs did in 2011.
I know they have Siakam, who's won a championship before, but geez.
But Tyrese just turned into a superstar, and the team just has so much depth. And we should have known.
I know Kings fans are punching the air right now.
Oh yeah, dumbass.
Yeah, because they had Fox and Halliburton in 2021, and then they traded Halliburton for Sabonis.
Yep. I gotta say, it's interesting how these episodes are dropping at in different time. It's not dropping at 3 a.m. anymore. Really? 7,000 bringing tissues.
I think that goes for every character.
I mean, bro, even Eddie, who was just a small character, his death was like really sad. Like they're really good at setting that stuff up.
Yeah,
So when I think they're gonna go all out. It's gonna be one of the episodes is gonna be like traumatic. It's gonna be one of those episodes that people remember as like a traumatic episode.
yeah.
Because I think like the most dramatic episodes was like Walking Dead season 7 episode 1, obviously. What else? Yeah, the Breaking Bad episode 14. It's where like Hank dies.
Oh, yeah.
Hank dies. Walter Jr. finds out. He leaves with the baby. It was insane.
Oh, yeah, that was messed up when he left with the baby.
Dude, that was like one of the most tense. Like that whole episode from start to finish.
That episode was tense, man.
It's the only episode. I think it was one of the only episodes on IMDb that's rated 10 out of 10. Like actually,
yeah.
Like I'm at 9.9. It's 10 out of 10, which means which is crazy.
SGA shoves Andrew Nemhard after drawing a foul on him.
Oh, wow. SGA had 38 points. I wonder how much was from the free throw line.
Yeah, Mr. Free Throw Merchant.
Chant only had 6.6 rebounds, 0 assists.
Oh, jeez.
I'm happy that the gap between each part of Stranger Things is
that's what Cobra Kai should have done.
Yeah. Keeping the hype alive and draining the hype out is two different things that they had to figure out.
Yeah, the wait from part 1 to part 2 was absolutely dreadful.
8 p.m. They're doing it that early? I think it's better that shows. I don't like when shows do it at 2 in the morning. Why do you even do that? Why don't you do it at like nighttime? You gotta do it at 2 in the morning? Like, why did Cobra Kai do that? Freaking made me. I mean, now my sleep schedule's messed up already, but like back then, like that was like freaking terrible. I had to wake up or stay up, just like insane. Oh my gosh, Halburn hit a game winner.
Oh, of course.
This motherfucker.
Oh my gosh, bro.
You can't keep getting away with this, bro.
Bro is turning into Reggie Miller. Holy crap.
Bro, Reggie Miller, he never do this stuff. Reggie Miller, he had a couple good series against the Knicks, but he never had it like this, man.
What is going on, dude?
3 seconds, down by 2. Mine 1. There you go.
Oh my god, bro.
And you can see Clayton Clark. You can't make this up. CeeDee Lamb, what the helly?
Okay. What the helly, Burton?
High is over Ant. Okay, that's funny. Yeah.
All right, let's tone it down a bit.
I should probably get off Twitter. Bro, you see Elon Musk and Trump are like beefing on Twitter?
Yeah, my dad was ranting about that earlier.
I thought they liked each other. The next thing I know, I see him posting about Trump and Epstein. I'm like, oh, there's love in paradise. I mean, there's something going on. Bro, I've seen celebrity breakups less dramatic than this. Damn. It's like he posted like 40, like 50, like 200 tweets about him. Like, geez.
Yeah, that wait was
dreadful. I don't know what even happened. I thought they liked each other. I thought they were working together, like in like space stuff.
Yeah.
Who knows? Trouble in paradise, I guess. Stranger Things really telling Cobra Kai to take notes on their marketing, and they released their episodes. Oh well. But I mean, even though
it's too late now.
Even though like it wouldn't matter because Stranger Things is such a bigger show, they could release it freaking 5 years from each other, and it would still be number 1 on Netflix. And even if each episode was terrible, people would still watch it so much. Cobra Kai.
Netflix treats Stranger Things like their baby, dude.
Which they should, honestly. I mean, it's really made. I mean, the amount of money that Netflix made off that show ever since 2016. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's probably that's like their number 1 original show by far.
Yeah, easily.
So that's why it's like they're gonna market that way more. I mean, they should market Cobra Kai more, but that's a YouTube original, and
yeah,
it transferred over.
Yeah, Netflix didn't want Cobra Kai to
think about it. Think about like the Patriots, right? You draft Tom Brady, win the last Super Bowls with him, and then you trade for like, I don't know, Randy Moss. You like Randy Moss. He's really good. He was really good somewhere else. But, you're going to get your Tom Brady more because I think the Patriots cut him and traded him like two in the same year. They cut him, signed him, and cut him and signed him again in the same year. It was literally messed up.
That's so weird, dude.
But it's like, you're just going to appreciate and promote more the guy who was there and like grew and made you than the person that like got traded to you.
Didn't he end up on the Titans? Because like I saw this post for like Titans like grabbing old receivers.
Yeah, he was on Titans. He had like 6 yards. It's not good. He was like Odell on the Dolphins. That's how bad he was on the Titans. And then he retired. He came back retirement and then joined the Niners. Went to the Super Bowl, but you know how that went.
Yeah.
Part 1 premiere July 2024. Part 2 came out November. That's a long gap. Yeah,
that wait was dreadful.
Yeah, especially part 1 being so disappointing. Like it literally just like it ruined the hype. And then part 3 hype was so bad until like the last week. Like when we got to like the week, it got good, but like that process between December, January, it was as dead as a ghost town. Like at least part 1, there was still hype. It was like a ghost town for like a month. Like I thought the show ended. Like it really felt completely dead. Like going to part 2, like the show, the season's still getting set, right? And although it's disappointing, there's so much story to be told, and you're going to a Saigai Taikai. So it's like, the hype was kind of getting slowing down, and there's still like mixed reviews, but you felt it, right? You felt people still excited, and you were excited yourself. But after part 2 came out, and it was also split between the fans, and then you make us wait for the holidays, the New Year's, freaking Super Bowl, the playoffs. Like, okay, now like is the show even, like is it even going on? Like it felt like it was over, like everything. Like, even me as like making YouTube videos. Like I made YouTube videos. I thought other creators making YouTube videos. Like it was just not doing well. It was like completely dead. And that's when I knew, like, man, they really messed up with this marketing. And even more than marketing, the episodes. If the episodes were 10 out of 10 episodes, or they're just solid episodes, the hype would not have been as exciting as like a new season coming out, but it would have been active. It would have been up and alive if every fan mostly agreed with it. But since it was so split and so kind of just boring, even people who do like it, they didn't love it. That's what made it like.
Oh yeah, and they had like the Geek Tweak thing in like October, September. I don't remember when it was.
Well, that's a freaking crap. They show the bloopers.
Yeah, they're like, you're getting something or whatever, and then it's just freaking bloopers.
Well, I literally came back to work early for that crap to go live, and it was literally nothing. I was so pissed off.
Literally every Cobra Kai YouTuber, except me, of course, went live. And like they were all so freaking pissed.
We should have learned the first time with the Geek Week. Like, Geek Week is like terrible. Tadum has been they've had some good ones, also some bad ones, but Tadum's been pretty good. But Geek Week, they just were terrible at everything. They never really delivered. Besides, did they do that Terry Silver thing? Was that something?
Yeah, that was June 2021. So that was almost 4 years ago.
Damn.
It was literally like this time 4 years ago. They pulled that.
I remember that, dude. Oh my gosh. I woke up and it was like the happiest day of my life. I was listening to Terry Silver's theme song the whole day.
Like that was so bad. That was so bad. They had Cobra Kai kid crashing out on live.
Oh, you mean when they? Oh, I got mixed up with his dumb thing. You're talking about when the Geek like re-released the thing.
Yeah, when they showed the Terry Silver.
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about when they first. I thought you were talking about when they first released that Terry Silver promo. I was like, that was awesome. But I remember. I
was hyped.
I remember what you're saying. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, because I remember every time there's gonna be a Geek Week, I wake up and at the time I just watched Cobra Kai Kid live. I was pissed off. Because I literally was like, I don't know if it was the day before or after, but I remember, I just, never mind. I was going to say, I think I literally told my mom that I can't go to like the beach because of that. But I was actually saying to her, like, if you were to go to the beach, I can't go, but she didn't go. But if she were to go to the beach, I would have missed out on the beach because of that crap. I would have been more pissed off.
Oh, wow.
Cobra Kai, well, by the way, the beach is overrated, not gonna lie. But Cobra Kai Nation and Strike was so mad at the Geek event. Yeah, I remember.
Nation spent money on a flight ticket to the U.S. to go to Geek Week just for fucking bloopers.
Oh no!
Yeah, you flew from the UK to LA to do something at that event, and it was just for bloopers.
Absolutely. All valid.
Yeah, I
Because,
agree with that. Actually,
well, the
season
season 4
four hype was
promotion,
peak hype. Like,
yeah, the promo was just out of hand.
like hype for season 3 and season 4. That was like the most excited I've ever been for like any TV show.
I mean, 5 was also crazy.
Yeah,
I think I would take 5 over 3 personally. I mean, season 3 was really good because like it was like a long process. You went through a long year eating Cobra Kai and
yeah,
a lot of Miguel
such a
stuff.
long wait.
But for me, just because I covered every small detail in season 5, like if freaking anything happened, like a freaking Ralph slipped down his stairs, I would have knew about it. I knew everything. I felt every small detail, every cookie crumb. So when I saw like a trailer, like all the clips happening, if I would have saw one frame of a season 5, I would have freaked out and made a whole 10-hour video. When you're getting a whole trailer, I'm like having a heart attack. And then when you actually get the season, so I think season 5, just because I covered the whole thing and I literally was so in tune and went live, and I remember I went 30 for 30 on April. I made a video every single day that month in 2022. I was just like, I was obsessed with it. I was obsessed with making videos, reading comments, theorizing, coming up with ideas, being right about ideas, trying to grow his YouTube channel, trying to become a well-respected Cobra Kai YouTuber, trying to get collabs, trying to do interviews. I was just obsessed with it. So that's why season 5 is just always so important to me, just because of the promotion, and just that whole stuff. It was just such a fun time. It was a great time, honestly. But season 3 was better promotion just overall. I mean, especially the
Yeah,
hype around that, because, like I said, the whole Miguel stuff. I think we all knew he was gonna walk again and he was gonna be okay, but like just
yeah.
seeing like how they would approach that would just be like so crazy. So that's why that hype was just crazy. And obviously you
They
went
had
through all of
freaking TV spots for that season.
yeah, and you had the whole freaking streaming service stuff. Is it gonna get canceled? You had the whole coronavirus. You had to stop filming. It was such a long process. So when you
Mhm.
actually got there, it felt so earned, and it felt amazing.
Yeah, it was a good thing they filmed it before the whole COVID thing even happened.
Yeah. Um.
Season 5. I actually don't know what his best season is now. Cause I don't think he was that good in season 6. Like I liked his win in season 6, but like before that,
I think there's two answers to this question. If you mean best season, like him at his best as a character, I think it is season 5. We're talking about like his best arc. Because here's the thing. Johnny had a better arc in like season 2 and 3 than he did in 5. Like he didn't have that much of arc. He didn't move too much in season 5 as an arc. In season 5, he was just being the character he's supposed to be. That was Johnny at his best. He didn't need to move anymore. He earned who he was, and that was Johnny at his best. But at the same time, it's more compelling to watch season 3 of him actually trying to change. Like you see him change. So even though he's a worse version of himself and he's changing, makes it a better arc because it was just actually forward progress and it was an arc. Starting off somewhere, getting somewhere new. That's what an arc is. He didn't have too much of an arc in season 5 outside of just earning what he already got, which is amazing to see. It was Johnny at his best, just like Miguel was at his best. But Miguel's best arc, I think, would have been season 3. Because you see him paralyzed, you see him not knowing what he believes anymore about the whole mercy stuff. You see him regrowing his stuff with Johnny, and you see him actually overcoming his kind of just like what do you call it? Insecurity about his fighting ability. Like he feels like he can't fight anymore, he can't be a champion anymore. Then he fights and he beats up Kyler. So I think that's so much stuff to love. Season 5, he also had a great arc. I mean, I don't, like I said, it was just really an arc. It was just like accomplishing what you already knew was in him, that he grew to get there. Like that wasn't him growing there. Like he was already there, and now we're seeing it pay off. Like him not kicking over Robbie was amazing. How he handled the whole Sam situation was amazing. The whole stuff of Hector seemed a little out of nowhere, but it makes sense because you think of Miguel, like he never really had a father figure, and the whole "I love you too, Robbie" stuff kind of messed him up. So him going there and looking at Johnny as a real father was really good. But the whole stuff around the end, he doesn't really do a lot. And then he has the whole kissing stuff, which is like just didn't seem like what Miguel would do. I think he's justifiable considering Sam literally broke up with him and AWOLs him the whole season. But at the same time, it's like I don't think I don't think that's the kind of guy Miguel is. Like, I just don't think he would do that. I think they did that just for drama, and then the drama gets resolved like one episode later. It's like, okay, um, and then at the end of the season, he's just fighting, and then he kind of just recycles his relationship with Sam. So he was really good in season 5. He was at his best. He wasn't like annoying and kind of just doing and kind of just being a push or powder the whole time like season 6. Which I don't think it was annoying things. Like, you just kind of seemed like on focus. Like you're not acting like Miguel. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything bad or good. You're also like so inconsiderate. Like it's not like you're doing something that's bad, but you're not doing. You should be a better person when it comes to the Robbie stuff. You shouldn't be trying to be so jealous about this. Like, this guy's went through a traumatic stuff with his girlfriend, and here you are, like, what are you doing? Like, you're like, you feel jealous of him, and you're trying to like grow like some sort of biasness and some grudge against him. And then your whole focus is about college the whole season. I mean, part 3, I thought he was really good, but most season 6, he just didn't do anything. Like, he acted like his season 2 self, but in this instance, he is not being manipulated by Kreese. He did not learn No Mercy, and he also is a way developed character. So it's just like, why are you acting like this? Like, what changed? Like I said, every character acts completely different because they had no story to tell. They had to revert back to what worked in season 2 and 1 and 3, and they do. And the arcs are so different from the story, and the story is so different from the arcs, and none of them add to each other, which makes it a big mess. I go on and on about season 6, but I really don't feel like it right now. Miguel's worst season was on season 4. They sidelined him. Yeah, probably. Didn't do too much that season. Yeah, the stuff with him and Miguel and Carmen. I mean, Johnny and Carmen, that stuff. Yeah. Growing closer to Daniel, I guess. Good answer, Karate. Imagine you didn't put Hector in your top tier. You're missing Like I said, I don't know who that character is. He wasn't in the tier list. Never
You were
saw him.
just talking about him not that long ago.
Let's talk about Hector Salamanca from Breaking Bad, obviously. But yeah, I was really shocked with my ranking. I was shocked Mr. Brown was in my top 10 because I never thought of him as like a great character. But when you're like actually like thinning it out, I'm like, okay, I think he actually does belong here. I did put him over Sam.
Yeah, that somehow doesn't surprise me.
I never been a Sam hater. I don't even consider myself a Sam hater. I'm just a Sam acceptor. I accept what her role was. I'm not gonna play into the boring rival that people like to do. Like, Sam's a goat or Sam's this terrible girlfriend. Like, she is just a tool. She just adds to the character. Yeah. Like, can we stop trying to add so much? She shouldn't be focused.
It's really weird because you have one group who really loves her, and you have one group that really hates her.
It's like no one in the middle.
There's like no in between.
It's like 40% love, 40% hate, 10% don't care, 10% I say it's all right. I'm like in between both of those 10s percents. But yeah.
Yeah.
Because she could have been a great character. They just didn't do anything too much.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I think she's a fine character.
I think she could have been a great villain, and she could have been a great hero. But they don't commit to either. They just play lukewarm for, What was your favorite character arc in the whole series? That's a lot. It's a lot to ask. Because if you're asking like a whole character arc, a whole character's arc throughout the first moment we see him on screen to their last, or you make a particular season's arc, because it's really rough to say that. But my favorite full completed arc would be Johnny. I mean, to see a man fall down and get completely redeemed and changed, it's insane. But one particular arc in a season, that's really rough. I mean, there's a couple that come to mind. You think of season 3 Johnny, you think of season 3 and 4 Hawk. You can kind of add them in one, but I would say more season 4 Hawk. Season 5 Daniel. Season 4 and 5 Tori. Season 6 Robbie. Season 5 Robbie. Season 4 Robbie. Season 3 Robbie. Daniel in the original Karate Kid as well. You can go Silver season 5, Crease. You can go Crease season 4 and 5, and Part 3 of 6. Those are my favorites that come to mind. But I don't know if I could pick one particular one. It's really hard. But my full completed arc would be Johnny's. It's just such a great fall, rise, redemption, everything. Yeah, my favorite putting right in your top 3. Yeah, I was thinking about today. I really do think he's a great character, but now thinking about it, I don't know if I put him over Crease and Silver. Like, it's really hard. I think Robbie's the best of the teens, but now thinking about it, I probably would not put him over Crease and Silver. I probably put him right at number 5. Like, I think my number 1 should be number 1 Johnny, 2 Miyagi, 3 Crease, 4 Silver, 5 Robbie. But he's definitely the best of the teens. I think a lot of people think him and Miguel are close, and I have Miguel at 6, but I think there's actually quite a bit of a gap between Robbie and Miguel. Miguel might be a more likable character, maybe more relatable, but like Robbie is just a character as far as arcs goes, way better than Miguel. Way better. Just people relate to Miguel more. He's more likable, more enjoyable to watch, and he didn't have the whole season 2 stuff that Robbie went through, which was just really bad. And season 1. But if you actually look at Robbie, what he went through and what he in his conclusion in season 4, had a better arc than Miguel by a lot. Miguel's never went down the dark side and came back from it the way Robbie did, ever. We got Jake the Snake. What's up, Jake? The Snake. Snake the Jake. I love what they did with Robbie in season 3 and 4. Yeah. That redemption, rise, and fall, like, it was just perfect, man. And then 5, he just became even better. Well, not better than 3 and 4, but still just a great character. Like, everything outside of 1 and 2, Robbie's just a great character. Season 1, he wasn't too bad because you sympathize with him, but that's all that they really do with him. They don't really go dive deep into his character. Season 2, they dive deep a little bit more, but he's just so kind of just cringy and kind of annoying at times. And then he makes the decision to kick over Miguel. So it's like, and then he has the whole like going after the Cobra Kai students and how he treats Johnny seems a little unorthodox at time. And how kind of, arrogant he is at times too, and not giving the medal back to Sam, which probably was for the better because she clearly still loved Miguel. She would have freaking made out of him that night if she would have told him. I'm joking, but still, like, it's just and obviously the worst part of season 2, we all know what that is freaking hair. So they're just adding more to it. Lord Farquaad cut.
Lord Farquaad.
Oh, you said it right as I said it, Scream. Yeah. His best hairstyle season 3?
Yeah,
definitely not in the beginning of season 3. But I mean 3 and 4 are the best, honestly. I mean, I don't really care too much about the hair. I just don't want it to be ugly, to be honest. The worst haircut might have been Kyler season 5. Ooh.
Oh God. Ugh.
Should we should look him up and see what one's worse. Let's look up Kyler, Cobra Kai. I mean, it looked like a rug on his head.
Yeah.
Season 5. Let's see what we got for him. So we're gonna pull them both up. Oh God, this is worse than I remember. Okay, let's go. Robbie, Cobra Kai, season 2. Let's see what one's worse. We're gonna be honest and unbiased, obviously, because you guys know I'm never biased. Okay. That is pretty bad. And it's pretty bad also. All right, let's see what we got. You guys decide what's worse. So let's start with Robbie. Yikes.
Bleh. Oh my gosh.
It looks good there.
Yeah, that's
here, right? Oh, like that right there. That right there's dreadful.
Oh, just look at the face he's making. Oh my gosh.
That was Miguel from the medal. All right. Then we got Kyler. Bro.
Ew. Ew.
Oh, let me show the pool side. Dude.
Ew.
Ew.
What is that? Because his hair looked pretty decent and free and solid in
Yeah,
6.
it was
What happened
decent.
in 5? Like, look at that. Like, this right here is terrible. So, like, this is the worst photo we can find of him. This is the worst we can find of
Nasty.
Robbie. Let's look. So, this is the worst we can find of Kyler. Where's my Robbie? To me, it's a clear answer. This is Kyler. Because look, both are ugly, but Robbie, to a degree, is still a common haircut. That some guys wear, like that kind of long, but it kind of curls by the ear. It's really ugly, may I add. But a lot of guys have that haircut. Kyler, no one freaking walk around like that. Maybe meth addicts. I should know. Minneapolis, full of them. But like, this is terrible. Like, first off, the hairline is just not looking good. You got it shaved on the sides, like fully. Then you got the hair just full up there, and it's not combed correctly. It's combed like to the side, but not. It looks like you're balding, but you're not. And then you have a hair sticking out in the middle, like a freaking palm tree. This is bad. That's bad, man. Anyway, well, I guess we're talking about the worst
Oh
haircuts in the
god,
show.
that
I
was
mean,
awful.
the freaking owl haircut. Oh god.
No, no, just no.
He looks like a meth addict lesbian. Like a meth addict lesbian who smokes weed.
Looks
and
like
has
he
a bunch
got
of
ran over by a lawnmower.
Oh god. Oh, that was even a worse angle.
Oh no!
He looked like that one. Who's that one? Who's that one character with the pink horns? Oh no,
Let's take some good photos.
dude! Why do you even show up like that? Just don't show him. Tell him to shave it off. You don't have to show him. I didn't have to see that. All right, see what the chat says. Honestly, Robbie's man bun hair looks better than in Mr. Miyagi. It looks better in Miyagi Dogi. I don't like man buns, dude. I really don't like man buns.
Yeah, they're gross.
It looks terrible in Cobra Kagi, though. I do like Quan's hair. Bro, you had to bring up freaking Quan out of nowhere.
Oh my god.
Literally no one talked about him, bro. No one brought up Quan, dude. The character better than Miguel, by the way.
Yeah, he had him at number 3 over Miguel.
I don't want to hear about...
That was right after part 1, by the way.
I don't want to hear... Yeah, you like 2 lines.
It was like
I don't
2
hear about...
weeks
it was a while back.
after part 1, bro.
If you
Like,
ever
no
in your
way.
lifetime put Quan over Miguel as an all-time character, I don't care about the hype. I don't care about anything. If you've ever done that, especially after part 1, you can never make an opinion again. Like you are illegally cannot make an opinion again.
You are banned
You can't
from
do
making opinions.
Your opinions are they cannot be made anymore because of that. Because of that one opinion. That's terrible. That was one of your that's and you have the audacity to ever say I had bad takes when you said that. Wow. One of the worst takes in human existence. Like if an alien came down today and said, "Humans, what are the worst take?" I would say, CVO.
Just ask about his
Quan's better
Marvel
than the other
movies.
character.
His Marvel movie tier list.
Again, the Galatian Winter Soldier is out of pocket, man. People got to calm down on that boring ass investigation movie. Good action, good stories, good characters. Yeah, but also stalled of investigation that leads basically nowhere. I mean, it leads to the whole Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff, but it's not even really about it. It's really about him and Winter Soldier. So it really comes down to him. Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. corruption is interesting a little, but now when you drag it out of the investigation for 5 hours with Black Widow. So, I don't care. It's overrated. People think it's better than Civil War. Oh, Lord.
Oh, hell no.
He had over Civil War. God is the worst. The U.S. mock looks dumb though. I mean, it was pretty dumb, but I don't think it was. I don't think it's one of the worst. It was just kind of. What do you say? Just goofy. I still think the red mohawk the best.
Yeah. The
iconic red one. I don't like when Hawk always changes hair color like every season. It's like insane. So you think Miguel is a better character than Guan in season 6? Yes, way better.
Easily.
He's still Miguel motherfucking Diaz, especially in part 3. Remember what happened there? We won and he got the flashbacks and he was training back where he started off again. Man, He didn't do a lot, but Quan was just an antagonist, and he was a cool antagonist. But then he died, and what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens.
They kind of
You know
just
why?
forget about it.
You know why? Because his character was made for a cliffhanger. That's the only reason he was made. He was not made to be an antagonist. He was made for a cliffhanger. That's what he was made for. They use him as antagonist. Yeah, they use him pretty well, but that's not his role. His purpose was for him to have a cliffhanger, because that's all they thought about was marketing. Miguel is Miguel Diaz. I don't care what season it is. He's Miguel Diaz. So that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, and I want to hear freaking people like, oh, but Quan has aura. Da, 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 da.
Oh, and Miguel doesn't freaking carrying the whole entire Miyagi-Do in the Sekai Taikai and winning the Sekai Taikai Championship in Cobra Kai. That's not aura. Okay. Anyway,
yeah,
by the way,
do we all forget about the platform fight in part 2 where like Miguel like just knocks off everybody all by himself?
And by the way, you did not just say season 6. You said all time he's better than Miguel. That's what you said.
That's how you said
Your all-time list. If it was just season 6, I'm like, okay, I can give you credit for that. It's still a dumb take, but okay, whatever. That's your opinion. You said all time, and I'm like, what?
All time. And it was 2 weeks after part 1 came out. Like Quan was barely in 2 episodes at the time. And you already think he's a better all-time character than Miguel, bro.
Chosen, bro. There's five more seasons to develop Miguel, bro. Exactly. You did not just say 6. You said it all the time.
Didn't.
I remember it. Math remembers it. My memory's good. What's his name? CVO. I can look at the messages too if I want to. CVO, don't gaslight my chat, bro. You know what you said. Don't gaslight Jake the Snake, freaking CVO. Yeah, but who led the Cobra Kai winning though before the finals? What do you mean he died? Winning? You mean by dying? He didn't win crap. He won some matches. He didn't win anything. He didn't win Sekai Taikai. Axel wanted Miguel to win. That's why Axel didn't go to the technique booth. No, he did not want Miguel to win.
No, he just didn't injure Miguel because he knew it was wrong. And
he was fighting on his own terms, win or lose. That's what he was doing. He definitely was not trying to make him win.
Yeah, and he didn't want to look bad in front of Samantha either.
Which I also do not like that. Why would they make him?
They made that so awkward from the. See, they have them interact once in part 2, and they make it so awkward, and then they don't interact at all in part 3. Like, what was the point of that? Like, I don't get it, dude.
I don't know. They were trying to make Axel more interesting. Before he what? Died. Yeah, the Miguel died? Nope. You want to talk about aura? How about not dying? How about not being emotional and dying? You know what's losing aura? Dying from tripping and falling on your own knife. That's a lot. You think Miguel wouldn't have done that? Miguel would have. First off, he would never been in that situation. He wouldn't get his emotions get the best of it. He would have actually fought well and not whine like Guan did and start crashing out. He also would not have tripped on his own knife like a dumbass. So I don't hear it.
I mean, he shouldn't have picked it up in the first.
Miguel been training for like what, 2 years? He's been training his whole life, and he still kicked his ass. Well, not exactly, but still. So I don't want to hear this. And he came back from paralyzed, and he only trained for years. He's been training his whole life, and you're telling me he still was even in this, still fighting with him? And guess what? Who's the one freaking breathing air and oxygen with the freaking Sekai Taikai and All Valley champion in the belt? Not Quan's ass. So stop with this. His aura is nowhere near Miguel, and it never will be. Freaking the whole ceremony literally lasted 2 seconds. Everyone forgot about him, and freaking Mitch eating nachos. You think anybody eating nachos during a Miguel ceremony? No, people would be crying, bowing down, worshiping him. No, you know why? Because no one cared about Quan besides your sipping ass. So stop it. Yeah. Release Kawan was focused all like a Taikai, meanwhile Robbie. Oh, he was focused. Yeah, he was real focused when he's chasing the guy with a freaking knife and it kills himself. He was locked in there. Yeah, he was a little on focus, but he was still carrying the whole entire damn dojo. Well, he had freaking. Who did he have? He had freaking multiple people. He had people between their whole life. He had freaking scrubs who can't get their head out of their ass about freaking college. So he was caring, right? And by the way, he was focused. He did get focused, and he went like a tight guy. Well, meanwhile, on the contrast, he got unfocused, screamed, and freaked out, and crashed out, and ran like a toddler with a knife, and fell down and killed himself. Seems a lot focused if you ask me. What would Miguel? He would have calmed down, collected himself, and tornado kicked freaking him right in his throat, knocked him out unconscious. That's what he would have done. He wouldn't have freaking ran with a knife like a little baby, like a little baby. Ugh, I don't want to hear about this crap anymore. Trying to compare freaking Kwan to Miguel.
Oh my
Bro,
gosh.
get the frick out of here. You watch too much Kwanins on TikTok, dude. Seriously.
Jeez.
Miguel had more story than Kwan. Way more. He's literally the next Karate Kid. Kwan's story was literally made for a cliffhanger. His whole role was for a cliffhanger. You know, in a cliffhanger for what? They do a Saiga Taikai. For a Saiga Taikai for what? Oh, for Miguel Diaz to win? I don't want to hear about this crap. His role was to set up a tournament that Miguel won. So there's that.
Oh, of course. Blame it on plot, CVO. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you know why the plot likes him more? Because it's a better character. Hey, when the plot's on your side, Aura's on your side. Am I not right? Yeah. I think you're thinking of a different Aura. I think you're thinking of a different type of Aura. I think you're thinking of like some what do you call it? A homosexual attraction, something like that.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, it is Pride Month, so I give you credit for that. But like, now's not the time, CVO. Oh my god, Aura for having plot against Axel. Plot. Yeah. Let me ask you something. If you are a main character in a show and you get plot armor, does that not give you Aura? Does it not? And let's say, okay, well, it's not a TV show. You're going to talk about the Aura inside the real universe. Okay. Well, then Miguel Diaz has freaking beat a freaking Terminator in the Saiga Taikai. That's not Aura. I'll tell you, it's a whole lot more Aura than a freaking guy tripping on his ass and getting a knife stick and killing himself like a dumbass. He really died from accidental suicide. That's Aura? That's your king? Bro, get the frick out of here. You're just, I think you might just be homosexual. It's Pride Month. Matthew accepts you.
Oh,
Matthew?
God. No, stop it. No.
Tristan, you accept him, right?
Wait, what?
Oh, what's up, T? What's up, T?
Oh, hold on. My fault.
Taco Tuesday is every day. Taco Tuesday is every day.
Well,
You
actually, it's
fucking kidding
Taco Thursday.
You fucking kidding me? You
It's
had to do that shit.
every day. It's every day.
Shut the fuck up.
Wednesday, Taco Thursday, Taco Friday.
Shut the hell up.
He's trying to tell me that Quan and more Aura than Miguel in season 6. That's what he's trying to convince me right now.
Yeah, see, this CVO
Okay,
is
CVO fucking always fucking glazing Quan.
Literally won this like a Taikai.
Dude,
I mean,
Carried Miyagi though. And also,
look,
what did Quan
Quan
do?
had Aura, but he mostly
He
had Aura.
tripped on his own. He
He
tripped on his own knife and killed himself.
He only had Aura in the first part of the season, which is part 1. That's it, in my opinion. Bro, dude. Do you want to marry
finals?
him?
He couldn't fight in that finals.
Do you want to
though.
marry him or something? God damn, bro. It's the glazing of this guy.
I mean, it's not as bad as Evan and Zara, but
No. I think it's worse, bro.
At the same time, Quan was made for a cliffhanger. He wasn't made to be a main character. Like that's his role was to die.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna be a long time threat, bro. Did he barely beat him? We just got 1 point off him. You think Miguel can't beat him in an actual fight,
Bro, he would have beat him in an actual fight. And by the way, he's been training his whole life. He's been training for 2 years and got paralyzed. The fact that's even close is insulting.
Dude, they
Guess
fought.
what? Like I said, who's still breathing freaking air? You mean to tell me if he would have survived, he would have won the Saiga Taikai over Axel and Miguel?
Dude, Axel.
My ass.
Robbie
Axel would have
destroyed
mopped the
him.
freaking floor with him.
Axel and Robbie destroyed him, dude.
Axel would hit him one time and his dumbass would be unconscious. Like, I kid you not, Axel, especially if he's focused, would destroy.
CVO, what are you talking about? How do you lose the Quan, bro? What?
He got like 1 point off him, so he thinks.
Yeah, he got like 1 point, dude.
Bro, like freaking Jerry got 1 point on Daniel. Is he better than Daniel? Is Jerry better than Daniel, CVO? Answer the question.
Jerry better than Daniel? Oh my
Dutch
gosh.
got a point on him. Is Dutch a better karate than Daniel, even though he won the All Valley champ? What are you talking about?
Injured.
How about we invite me? No, you're not coming on, buddy.
Oh,
you ain't not coming on.
no,
think you're
because
gonna
then
spend this nonsense
this
in my
stream is
chat?
never going to end if that happens.
You think you're gonna spend this nonsense in my chat? Come on here. No.
I mean, it'd be funny, but
Because see, if he comes on here, then this freaking stream will never end if that happens.
You know why I'll never end? Because he doesn't have a point. The same way he said that part 2 is better than part 3.
Oh god! Oh, I
do like
my
part 2,
gosh.
but it's not better than part 3. No.
Bro, part 2 is arguably worse than part 1. People stop saying part 2 is good. No, I'm sorry. Stop. It had the worst episode. It had no.
Part 1.
It had the worst episode of the entire show.
I really don't like part 1. I really don't like part 1, bro.
Okay, let's go for these episodes then. Okay, episode 6. Are you gonna tell me that's a good episode? Literally, the whole episode is arguing about what hotel you're gonna sleep in, and
okay, that was bad. It was
and then Johnny and Daniel arguing again. That's the whole episode.
I don't.
Episode 7, you have Daniel inside the dog cage. Escape.
That was ridiculous.
Okay,
Episode
I don't like
8,
that.
do I even need to say anything about episode 8? Like, can I just skip this one for God's sake? No, I'm not going to skip it. Frick you. This is worse. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, and the first time we see Silver again, he's freaking butt naked in the bathtub. Like, bro.
No. I cannot fathom that. That's one of the worst episodes in history. There's a She-Hulk episode better than that episode.
Okay, calm down, bro.
There is the Daredevil She-Hulk episode is a better episode than that.
It was a good episode. Daredevil. Yeah.
And that episode wasn't even great. It was still bad because She-Hulk.
It was okay.
But it's better than that episode.
I
bet I could go watch Superwoman.
Miguel,
I bet I could find a Superwoman episode better than that episode.
And he also thinks the brawl in episode 10 is overrated.
I thought it was
very overrated, bro.
I mean, it's not as good as the other ones, but I liked it.
Well,
Yeah, I actually want to see your comments, just out of curiosity on that episode ranking video because I haven't seen them yet.
On my
I gotta finish that video with the episode ranking.
Dude, it's
All right.
40 minutes. I almost lost my mind recording.
It's longer than the Karate Kid Legends.
So crazy. Did you watch that? You watch that, Jason?
No, I'm probably gonna just forget.
No, actually, don't. Do not give Sony their nickel.
No, I'm not going to theaters. I'm probably just going.
Bro, do not waste $30 on that shit, dude.
Do you know what Sony did to me? Sony put a strike on my channel today.
Okay, no, the theater I go to is hella cheap.
But
I'm probably still not gonna go watch it. So
this damn freaking Sony freaking put a strike on my channel. They're trying to
give your opinion on their
movie.
So
Sony's just an asshole.
Just because you gave your opinion on the movie. Okay.
Let me go through episode 8 of Snakes on the Plane. So you have number 1, you have multiple love drama. 37 love drama.
I hated this episode. It's one of the worst.
Number 1, you have the Chosen and Kim stuff, which happens out of absolutely nowhere. It's not built up. It does not happen with the characters. Some people, it's funny. It's funny to assassinate 2 characters at the same time. Is that funny to you? Okay.
They ruined Chosen in season 6 for me.
Because like only Chosen a complete joke this season. Now you're just making out of people. What happened to the no wife, no children stuff? Now you're just making out with a person who is evil and has a different mindset, different ideology completely.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you move on from there. You have the whole Robbie and Zara and Tori walks in right when she walks in.
I hated it too. Yeah.
Why do we even do that? You had the whole Miguel and Axel stuff on the beach. Why are we even setting this up? Okay. In between, and as all this stuff's happening in Barcelona, you also have a whole other arc all the way in America about Anthony and Kenny. Another subplot, which is completely detached from the story, all the way in America, and he goes there, and to say he's sorry, he makes himself have diarrhea. So he does some diarrhea. He has a diarrhea ritual. And in between that, we're watching Carmen maybe dying and losing the baby. What?
Yeah, like the whole thing is ridiculous.
And then, just to conclude all of this, you have Kreese walking in. Well, the gang's all here, and then Terry Silver walks out butt ass naked.
So fucking
what?
Yeah, we got all that.
Yeah, the whole point of Miyagi-Do might have to forfeit. We need to get Kenny here to take Miguel's spot. But then the next episode later, Miguel's back. Okay, what's the point of Kenny being there? Oh, Devin's dropping out. So why did you put Devin on the team in the first place?
Yeah, what the fuck is the point?
And then episode 9 was actually a good episode. That episode I do like.
I feel like the
Great
last few
action,
episodes in part 2
great
was actually
stuff.
good.
Episode 10 is a solid episode, but it's not a great episode. It's not great.
I like it.
I mean, the whole brawl stuff happens. First off, Johnny and Miguel are arguing like the whole first part of this episode. And then the whole brawl happens off. Okay, so this one dojo is doing was it steroids?
Something
And
like
they get kicked out, and Cobra Kai happens to be the last one in. And then right when that happens, they happen to sneak up there and just punch the guy and say "fight" like a freaking middle,
so
like a
fucking stupid,
dude. That's like how what's that called? High School Musical. That's how like a school fight would start there, like a food fight, and then all the dojos start fighting each other. These dojos literally had no beef. They also started killing each other.
They had no
beef.
Yeah. Like,
and if there was beef, they clearly didn't show it enough. And then they start fighting each other, and the fights were great and intense. But then the episode, then he just died in the end, and then there's a month time jump, so it just seemed a little meaningless.
Yeah.
So
some of them like just made no sense.
So
like,
part 2 in a whole, like part 1 at least wasn't great. Like it was bad, but it wasn't crazy. Part 2 it ruins it. So part 1 was more boring, and then it was action.
Part
but it
was
was
boring. I don't like the way they were rewriting stuff.
I understand that. Still, part 2 was a huge karate soap opera. It was such a mess.
Oh, yeah.
Like you have this like Irish girl who hates Sam for no reason, and then.
But with that even being said, we can all agree that part 2 is a closer to part 1 than it is to part 3.
Yes,
I actually like part 3 overall. I really like it.
People even like part 3. The last 3 episodes are all top 10 episodes. 2 of them being top 3. So it's like they ended the show perfectly. Like that was perfect.
The only thing you can have a problem.
Honestly, I would say the last 3 episodes is a way better ending than season 5. It's just how they got there.
Yeah, it's just how they got there was not great.
The only thing I had a problem, you can make it. The only bad thing part 3 was maybe the stuff how they wrote Robbie, but that's all.
Yeah, he just like so sad and
just like he was just depressed and stuff, and like
Miguel's Miguel winning the whole tournament.
Miguel's like, if you can't handle it, then give me the head man. Like,
oh yeah, and Miguel, such a supportive friend. He just has his girlfriend leave him. Now you're just being an asshole, being jealous of him. Like, why would Miguel do that? Tell Miguel
Miguel was being an asshole to Robbie in part 2.
It's like, and like the whole dojo do not care about Robbie, what they're going through. None of them actually talk to him or care. Like Sam doesn't.
Yeah, Miguel doesn't. That Robbie kept
Sam
Johnny barely does.
I mean, Sam was kind of like she wasn't helping either. She's like, he played her and he played you. You lied to us about it. He didn't lie about it. He just didn't tell you.
There's a difference between not telling you and lying. Like yes, Robbie was like it was good to know how he was losing his fights because he kept getting distracted. But like that was the only bad thing.
So I think part 2 is worse than part 1.
Yeah, more I think about it, more I keep freaking disliking part 2.
And if you remove episode 8, it was better than part 2 because of the action. The action's really good. And episode 9's a way better episode than any episode in there. But I would still take episode 4 over episode 10.
Yeah, but it was a freaking waste of time for Miguel and Johnny go all the way back to home just for nothing.
No, I want to do that. Never mind. Because episode 4 is a solid episode. It's a solid episode. But at the same time, I do not like the ending with the whole Hawk. I mean, sorry. Obviously the Hawk stuff and not getting in, but then the whole Kenny stuff, which is terrible. Yeah, and then you get Johnny just going up to start beating up Mike Barnes because it's the Devin stuff. Like, why is he so fucking stupid? Why is he so biased towards Devin, bro?
Like, bro.
And Miguel over Tori, dude. Daniel takes Anthony over Tori. Like, why are they so biased?
Yeah, like, where did this come from?
Like, bro.
And then in part 3, he loves Tori, and she's just a great student. I'm like, okay, but you take Anthony over her. Like, what?
Like, bro. Dude, my God has like no bias towards like.
I don't even want to talk about episode 2 and 3. Oh my gosh.
Like, bro, like Anthony over Tori, that's just disrespectful.
Yeah.
Episode 1 also wasn't good. And episode 5 was really good stuff with the Tory stuff in the ending, but Johnny was terrible that episode. Like Johnny ruined the episode. Like single-handedly, he ruined that episode.
I'm sorry, but the argument between Daniel and Johnny, that was more on Daniel's side. If I'm being honest.
Just giving the customer a test drive.
He's making an excuse. I don't think he even believe that. It feels like, oh, it's like he went for that as a kid. No, I think that was just an excuse to attack Daniel because he doesn't try to go after Tori. And his first thing he said is, "Oh, great, you lost one of our best students." She just remember, Mom, you're talking about students, talking about a psych guy, and you're and Ashley's breaking down your egg and Ashley's breaking it down at the right time. You're saying, are you sure about that? Like
Like
trying
you're
to win
egging it on. You're like trying to.
Like
piss
these
her
are like
off.
you're trying to take like points. You're trying to take like points that you're a better sensei than him,
You're
and you don't
literally
even care
feeding-
about the fact that like could have seriously
Yeah.
injured Sam. Like you would allow that to happen.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's the daughter of Daniel, and
Yeah.
then the whole episode. What about the whole stuff where he goes up in the workshop and steps on there and quits and freaks out? Like, bro,
was so
he really
fucking
got that.
sick.
He got that job to get forward progress to get his pregnant wife a house, and now we saw him in
Yeah,
episode 2 where he held back against that guy with the haircut. He didn't
Yeah.
attack him. He's
I thought
trying
we
to get progress.
were like trying to have some character.
And now
development.
over an argument with the Woods, over an agreement that he agreed on, by the way, that we train Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do. Now he's training Miyagi-Do by himself. When he just trained Cobra Kai by himself, did not train any Miyagi-Do. Now he's going to be a hypocrite and freak out and now put his pregnant wife in jeopardy over that.
Yeah.
Bro, like he's just
Yeah,
giving
Donald actually
the
pissed me off for part 1.
he's just giving the client a test drive. Then he sees Daniel's car. He's like,
Just
"Oh hell no!"
freaking dang
Drives
down there.
right off the road. Like,
that
bro, what are
was
you
funny.
doing?
Like that.
Bro, he literally acts more of like a degenerate than he did in season 1. We're in season 6.
Yeah, and that was the point of season 1 that he was
And in
supposed
season
to be like
5, he had no arguments with Daniel. He was really perfect. He literally not only brought Johnny and even not only brought recycled his relationship with Robbie. He brought Robbie and Miguel together, and he helped Daniel through a hard time. When Daniel went over and called him a pussy, he literally helped him
He was
and
trying to
actually
help him, right?
helped him. But if that was season 6, he would have punched him in the face and said quiet and freaking wanted to whine about it for 10 minutes. And then install Mr. Miyagi. Oh, you're trying to honor some dead man's legacy? What the frick?
Yeah, well,
I can't handle that
He
stuff.
does
I
all
genuinely.
that.
But
He
then
tries-
part
he
3,
feeds-
but
he
then
feeds
part
into
3,
towards anger.
but then part
like-
3, he does a whole 180 and has one of the greatest arcs of all time. Like in episode
Yeah.
11, he's like, oh, he really wants to go back to Sakatake, but he says, whatever you decide, it's up to you. What? Like an episode ago, you would have fucking killed him. Like what
Yeah.
changed? But now you're willing to let Sakatake go just for his sake. Episode 12, he goes after and he marries Carmen. He has the whole baby stuff. Episode 13, you have the whole stuff with Kreese. Episode 14, you have the stuff with Dan. You have stuff with
It was so
Miguel.
good, and he was so good
Episode
in part 3.
15, you have the greatest episode in the show where you see him overcome fear and overcome the idea of being a loser, and he earns it. Bro, he allows Daniel to become his sensei. What the hell, man? Why was that not in the whole season?
yeah.
Yeah,
And what
there's always
changed?
going to be arguments between Johnny and Daniel. I get it, but like over this,
Let's just
It can't get personal. It cannot get personal.
Just amp up this drama for no reason.
Because
like
in season 4, when they bow to each other, that should have been the commitment where it's like, okay, now we understand. We have an understanding of, we understand we're different. We understand we're going to have arguments, but we will do what's best for the students. And you saw that in season 5. They had no argument. So they held that deal.
Yeah,
And it was a rocky road to get there. You saw it very rocky season 4, which it should have been. It should have been that way at the beginning.
Yeah, it was
But
understandable.
in season
First
4,
time
when they
watching
bowed
it.
each other and they come together to join as one, and then you had to keep going in season 5. In season 6, the opening scene is like, oh, if you want to learn from some sort of, you want to learn from a car dealership, and he goes there like, since when I run stuff by you, I'm like,
I thought you guys were working together. What the fuck happened?
you know what happened? They ran out of the story, so they had to revert back to arcs that got settled.
That's
It's
what
really
I'm saying.
pathetic.
Season 5 could have been the ending, and I wouldn't have been mad.
But if you would have just done stuff better and got to part 3 better, it could have been the best season.
Yeah, because part 3 was freaking amazing. It's
But at the same
up there with
time,
some
you
of
really
the-
couldn't get there. Like, how could you have gotten to that place? It's really you couldn't, because the story was concluded in season 5, but you had the story was finished, but the ending wasn't.
Yeah.
But the problem is when the story finished, be the perfect ending, and you don't know how to get the perfect ending, you can't get there. I think you have to sacrifice it. You have to sacrifice the perfect ending and just have to let it go. It's better than ruining the show because the ending's perfect. If you could have found a way that got to part 3 exactly how it was, and the whole stuff with Kreese and the whole stuff with that, where she was not like that in the first 2 parts, that would have been perfect. Even Silver in part 3 about like how he's gonna die and he wants to go have one last thing, bro.
Yeah.
If you watch
That's
season
kind of
5
good
and you go
character.
right to part 3, it literally feels exactly how you left off. All the
Yeah.
characters are like that. But then part 1 and part 2 just feels like a fire in the wind. Like, how'd that even get there?
part 2, I'm like, what the fuck is Silver here? Like, what the fuck is the point I have him here? But part 2, I'm like, oh, okay, this is actually good story.
So, if there's a way that you could have manufactured to make it good, to get to part 3 and have it be a good story, you could have made it 10 episodes. You didn't make it 15 episodes.
Yeah, it
Just
would
have 5 episodes instead of Sakataikai and have that episodes. That's all you had to do.
It would have been the best season the way they were a part 3. It could.
Could have. It might not have been the best season, but I think it would have been better than season 5. It would have been better than season 1. It would not have been season 3. That just would not happen.
I'm gonna keep glazing season 3 until I love
Yeah.
it.
Season 3 is.
I think for me that's the best season by far. Like I don't think it's even close anymore.
I think they did everything
Now
right.
that I've grown with the show, I think that's like so better than anything else they've done.
Because season 1, you could say it was a little boring on part 2. No, I really liked the story. I think I had the best story. Season 3 just had everything perfect, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I would put season 1 at 2 and then free and 5 at free, but
Yeah.
both of the seasons do not come close to free.
Because I like how they wrote Johnny's story. I love the way they wrote Daniel's story. I love Hawk's story.
Everything
I
was
love
at its
like
peak.
Miguel's story.
Everything you want was there.
Even though
Like,
Robbie
everything,
wasn't in the season,
not
that
even
much,
everything you
love
want
his
from Cobra
story.
Kai, everything you want from Karate Kid
Yeah.
is there. Like the whole
Even-
Miyagi-verse is perfect at its best and at its most balanced in season 3.
Robbie
Cobra
was
Kai.
barely in season 3, and I still really like the story. That's what they wrote everything.
His prisons, his stuff in juvie where Miguel doesn't go, where Johnny doesn't come to visit. And you see him actually wanting to be there. Because in Johnny's eyes, he's probably like, oh, he probably doesn't want to see me. But then you see he's actually there.
You see him getting pushed and pushed to go to Cobra Kai.
And then you see him finally get out and then seeing Sam making out with Miguel, which by the way was totally messed up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
You can understand
like
why
even
he
in
was
her
Cobra Kai.
best season, she made some bad
No,
mistakes.
you cannot freaking be the reason why this kid is in juvie after you cheated on him. He's trying to defend your honor, and now that he gets out, and now that he's in juvie, even though you're not responding to you or whatever you think, you start making out with another guy.
Cheated on him with.
Even if you still love Miguel, at that point, don't be a selfish narcissist and just don't date anyone and stop creating this karate love triangle between you guys that you put him in.
Yeah.
You right your wrongs and move on. And she doesn't talk. And after Robbie confronts her and says, "Oh, you guys belong. You guys deserve each other," she doesn't go talk to him at all. You see it in season 4, episode 1, but for 3, 9, and 10, the next episode she's making out with him in the freaking. Look at the next episode she's making out with him inside the.
In freaking Mr. Miyagi's house.
So, bro, you're telling me this guy
that was your
boyfriend that he went to juvie that you were dated, you cheated on, drunk or not drunk, you cheated on, and now he gets out, and now you're making out because you're making out with the guy, and now he's heartbroken. Yeah. The next day you're making out with him again, you don't even go talk to him.
Yeah, the guy you cheated on him with. So,
and people think, oh, she's some sort of angel. No, I'm sorry, dude. She is some either the creators didn't know what they're doing and they didn't know deliberately what they're trying to do, but that right there is some serious evil stuff. Like that's evil.
This is fucked
up.
That right there is probably worse than Tori's ever done. Like I don't think Tori's ever done anything that bad. Tori's never done anything as evil as that. I'm telling you, even when she attacked Sam.
She went batshit crazy in season 2, and I really didn't like.
I mean, yeah, she was batshit crazy.
She never did something that mentally abusing as that. Ever.
Okay, yeah. She never really did any mentally abusing.
Because, like, here's the thing: I don't think they're trying to make Sam an evil person.
Yeah, I think
they want her to be this good character, but at the same time, they use her to cause drama between other characters, and because of that,
they're trying to show a good character with flaws, but they're giving her too much flaws.
I said in my video, what they do is they don't just show the dark sides of her like they do with Tori and other characters or Daniel. They just use her as a tool. Like if she needs to be drama and cause drama, she'll do drama. If she needs to be the good peacemaker, she'll do that. If she needs to be a fighter, she'll do that. If she needs to do nothing, like in season 6, she'll do that. But none of these actually are relevant to her own individual arc. Like none of them are adding to her character. She is just used for other characters.
And besides that one scene, I really did like her character in season 3. Besides that one scene,
that's why I saying like, just so frustrating, dude. Because she could have been a great hero. She also could have been a great villain, but they never commit on any. They just keep her.
I think they were trying to give her being a good person with like flaws.
Like her, she would have been a better villain. She would have been a better villain than Tori. Like mentally, like kind of like a narcissist, abuse, like kind of like an anti-hero, kind of like using people to get her own way, and really good at karate. Also, would add to that. That would have been good, minus the corny lines, obviously.
Yeah,
and then also she would have been a great hero. Like we saw her in season a little bit in season 4 and 5. She was a great hero at times in season 3.
Sometimes in season a little bit, but except for this stuff.
Well, the thing is, you switch in and out, and they switch out like Moon Knight. You know how they switches between the Moon Knight? That's what it is here. They just switch in. You don't actually switch. And nothing's actually changing. You switch because of the story, that drama. That's why she's just stayed lukewarm.
In season 5, she pissed me off.
The creators could never actually commit on anything with her character.
Yeah, in season 5, she pissed me off a lot too.
Yeah,
season 4.
William makes it about her, dude. And then when Lily Miguel comes back from Mexico, like they make him cry again because of the Sam stuff. Like, bro,
okay, fine.
Like you're just putting him to the ringer for no reason.
Like you want to take a break? Fine. Maybe be a little more supportive that he's going to see his father. And don't make it all by yourself. And when you get back, guilt trip him. And then when he tries to make it right, you break up with him. What the hell?
I'm okay. You can break up with him, fine, but don't get mad at him when he freaking.
And the way she broke up with him, and she
gets mad at him for kissing another girl, and then not even together anymore.
It gets even worse. So let's just go for the whole season 5. She starts off by trying to make it about herself and trying to be mad at him. Like this is really a personal link to him. Why are you trying? I want to be a little supportive.
Why
And
you
then
be
he
like, well,
comes
you should have
back.
been in my corner.
He
Well, he's
comes
trying to
back
see his father.
after a really emotional thing with his father, and instead of trying to apologize about the way you act, you guilt trip him and leave him on red and do all this stuff to a point where he goes to you personally and tries to make it right. He shouldn't have, but he does because he's a good guy. And what do? You break his heart and break up with him. And after that, if you need to do your own process, your own thing,
Yeah, I'm
I don't
okay
think
with
you should
that.
you shouldn't be as selfish. But I understand it. But what you do is you AWOL him the whole entire season and make it all awkward. And then when he goes and moves on, you freak out and then you guilt trip him again.
Yeah, he started crying, making him feel like an asshole when he didn't do anything wrong.
Like, what the frick is wrong with you? Oh God, just so frustrating. Like,
Like,
she
fine,
is.
break up with him, fine, but look, it's okay.
At the times you really like the character, and the times you hate her.
Yeah, I don't like those characters.
Yeah, they're so frustrating. It's like and then now you get season 6, she is completely gone. So it's like, okay, you didn't do anything with this character.
I'm
I
okay with
understand
characters
why
that you
Sam
can
is
like
such
and hate
a.
sometimes, but if they're like clear that's not their intentions, that's
I
when I don't like
definitely
them.
understand why Sam's such a controversial character in the
I
show.
can understand it. Like,
Yeah.
I hate when
went too
people
far.
treat it like a war. Like, oh, Sam's
Yeah,
a
I
good.
mean, like
She
people,
can't do no wrong. She can't do no wrong.
people take it as far as they feel the
Tori's
need
so
to fat
evil.
shamer.
They don't
And
even go
then
that far.
And then you have people that will treat her like she's like the most. She can't do anything wrong and everything's her fault.
Like,
It's like
the only thing I will argue against people that she's not a spoiled brat. I don't think there's ever been a point where she's been like a rich, spoiled prick, in my opinion. But
I think it's just she's been raised privileged, but I don't think that's her fault.
yeah, that's never her fault. I don't think she's ever had a scene where she's like, well, "I'm rich" or something.
No, but season 4 she was being an asshole, like going to Ray's job when she gets all the money towards her and she's working and she goes and
She's like,
jeopardizes that.
She's like, I have a half-eaten cupcake you can have. Like I'm like, oh my god, know your worth, please.
Yeah.
Don't get that prom stuff. Oh my gosh,
That was fucking cringe. Oh my god,
so bad.
That's the reason I was not really loving season 4. One of the
No, 4 is definitely the second worst.
You think I broke your heart? You broke mine too.
And I still think there's a decent gap between. Even with part 3, there's a big gap. I don't say big, but there's definitely a gap of it between 4 and 6.
I think if I rewatched season 4, I saw like the really stuff.
But 4, outside Terry Silver, you take Terry Silver out of that season, it's a lot closer to season 6 feels like it is. It's still not worse.
Terry Silver carries.
But man, it's bad.
And I do think Daniel maybe has an underrated arc in that season. But
Season 4 or season 5?
Season 4, because I thought
season 5 he had a phenomenal.
That was awesome in season 5. It reminded people who the Karate Kid was. So
yep, to overcome the manipulation of Terry Silver after failing. Like when he I love one of my favorite scenes in the show is when he goes up to Silver saying he's gonna quit, but he manipulates him and eggs him on to fight again. And then the scene where he obviously he's already all messed up with the whole beard, but he looks at his fist and he sees blood on it, and he gets flashbacks of when he made it bleed. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, he's really played me again." Yeah, and then he really quit. He gives up. But then you see Robbie at the Miyagi-Do dojo, Johnny and Chosen all there to support him, and they bow with him. And you see him finally overcoming the manipulation and beat him with the freaking crane kick, by the way. Like, how much more perfect is that? Oh, that's so good.
And Silver's like, in the Karate Kid 3, he's like, you think you could be, and you think you're gonna win with that crane crap, and he ends up losing to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Sam does have her flaws, yeah, but I never had a problem with Sam. I don't know how you can have a problem with Sam. Like, ever have a problem with her?
I like her character, but she has a lot of flaws. A lot.
Like, she probably has more cons than pros, if I'm being honest. Like, quite a bit more cons than pros. A lot more flaws than not. And Sam was acting all apologetic before Tori went on school intercom.
Probably excuse you still cheat. You still like kiss your boyfriend, so I don't.
I mean, she surely felt guilt. I don't think she wanted to do that, but she always loved Miguel. Yeah. I think she dated Robbie as a cop-out, and that's why Miguel dated Tori.
Miguel did too.
I mean, Robbie said it himself. You can't change the way you feel.
Yeah, but you can't change the way you feel, but you can do what you with it. Don't date a guy if you still have feelings for him, and also maybe don't cheat on him in the meantime. And that's a lot more Miguel than Sam, by the way, because she was drunk.
Yeah, I blame more Miguel for that.
At the same time, I think Tori. I think he actually did. I think she did love Robbie. I don't think Miguel ever loved Tori. I think he liked Tori. He enjoyed her company, but he never loved her.
I think they both liked them. I think they both liked them. They just didn't.
But they both were doing this to cop out that their true love of each other.
Yeah.
Which why, as bad as I do not like the love drama, it did bring a perfect connection between Tori and Robbie.
Yeah.
Because Miguel
Also, I
felt
don't
so
get
bad
why
after
Sam
he
started
cheated on
that
Tony.
arcade
Like, he
prom
felt
fight.
so bad, so I knew he did.
I mean,
care.
she was just getting, like, here's the thing in season 3. She wanted to stop dealing with all the crap.
Yeah.
That makes sense to that. So I understand arcade fight. Like, then they went to Chris and messing his work. I actually don't mind that. But yeah, I guess the way she did it, and then she gets the whole PTSD, which you can't really control. But it's like, you're really gonna go off and fight someone if you can't control it? But maybe she didn't know Tori was there. But I know why she did the arcade fights, because they were messing with Chris at his work, and that was after the whole soccer stuff, which was frustrating for her because she didn't really do anything wrong. She did kind of engage in it, but it wasn't. She didn't start it, and then she gets the problem. She gets the
Well, the whole soccer thing was her idea.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, she's like, let's just disguise.
But they get completely off the hook though when they also did it. Season 3 fights were so short compared to season 6 of Creed's Vietnam story was cheap production. Not true at all. The Vietnam stuff literally is the grounding roots of Silver and Creed's character, which made it perfect. And also, not a lot of fights. Had some of the best fights in the whole entire show. And by the way, it's not all about fights. It's about the characters. Let me pull up all the season 3 fights. Hold on a minute. Because they had great fights. Some of the best fights in the show. And by the way, if you're watching it just for the fights, then that's just not the right way to watch it, to be honest.
Yeah.
So you had the Daniel and Johnny fight with the guys, which wasn't a big fight, but it was
a cool fight.
It was the first time we saw them fight side by side, kind of, and also the easy fight again.
Yeah, you can't lie if you didn't get hyped when you first saw that.
Do I even need to bring up the house fight when, like, the house fight was phenomenal, not only as a fight, but also as arcs. You get to see 3 arcs completed. That was perfect. You see Hawk's redemption. You get to see Sam overcome her PTSD and fear over Tori. And you get to see Miguel come over the paralyzation and the insecurity by beating up Kyler. Yeah, you get to see Johnny just break right in there, go right after him, punching Kreese, and then you see as he's robbing there. Then Daniel comes in and saves him, and then you get to see Daniel the pressure point.
And you see Robbie's anger.
And then the first time you see fear in Johnny in Kreese's eyes. The first time you ever saw that, it was so good. Do I need to mention the Hawk versus Brooks fight? The Hawk versus Brooks fight, where he beats him up, spits on him, the music. That was Hawk at probably his best as like a villain character.
And then freaking Robbie tries to fight his dad because of all the anger he has.
The Vietnam fight between Kreese and Captain Turner, where he kills him and says no mercy, which literally is the foundation of his whole entire character. What else did you get? You got the Chosen versus Daniel fight. You got the fight at Juvie versus Sean and Robbie. Literally such a good choreographed fight, and it was so brutal and so good. Amazing fight there. What else did you get? Did you get any more? I'm trying to see. I'm on like a tier list, looking at all the tier list of the fights. That might be all. I think that's every single one. But like, I think it's a lot more about the quality than quantity of the fights. Yeah, they might not have as much, but the fights are just way better. And a lot more than the fights. It's not just the action; it's the story told in the fights. Like, people just punching each other, okay. But when you have like a redemption, like Hawking redeemed inside a fight, or like stories being told in the fight that adds layers to it, it makes the fight better. So let's say season 3 was short and the fights were not good, and that's why it's not the best season. That's not true. And by the way, the fights are not in the top 5 best thing in Cobra Kai. So much better things in Cobra Kai than just fights. Yeah, we'll probably end this network soon. Let me read some of the chat. Oh shoot, we got
the story in the comments.
We got Jake.
What are you bitching about?
This guy saying season 3, it wasn't the best because it had short and much fights and whatever the hell.
Who said that?
In season 4 had less fights than season 3.
Scream fan, so you can't be mad at him because he's a Scream fan. So.
Oh damn.
I don't know why Sam started the arc fight like that. Sam started the school fight. No, she didn't.
No.
I think you're watching the wrong show, buddy.
Tori literally went in her comments, "I'm coming for you, bitch." She clearly did not start that fight.
Sam's actions may have started it.
Yeah. But you know.
She did not start the actual fight.
No, like, she didn't even know it. And she also was drunk, by the way. People gave her more credit than Miguel, and he was sober. That's a bit crazy.
Yeah, Miguel, theoretically, Robbie, he did take advantage of Sam in a way. Like, if we're being completely honest, he did kind of take advantage.
But at the same time, I still think Sam would have kissed him sober. Like she
Oh yeah, 100%. But still, it's just like
yeah, that was
like nobody gets mad at Miguel for doing it. It's a kind of a double standard if you think about it.
yeah.
Like it's crazy how many
But
people
at the same
get mad.
time, Zara and Robbie, they it went a little further than kissing.
Oh yeah, no, that's legitimately just like sexual.
At least I think. Well, actually, no, he came out. He was all yeah, he was definitely.
They were having I don't know if he was having a good time.
They were doing they were playing what's that one game? What's that one game?
Hide the egg.
where no.
Oh my!
Damn
What
it.
the frick?
Hide
Bro,
the
it's
eggplant.
from it's Hulk. What do you mean?
Oh my gosh.
No.
Dude,
What's the game where you try to play your hands and feel like on like the red dots?
Twister?
Dot? Yeah, they're playing Twister.
Stop.
Bro, that's worse than what I said.
Playing Twister. Hey Rob, you want to play Twister with me?
Yeah, no saying it.
That's not funny. That's not funny. I'm sorry. Okay,
Yeah, we're not making fun of SA, okay? We're not making fun.
Tristan is, but I'm not.
I'm
Season
not-
3
what the
fights
fuck?
at.
Tristan's what?
He said I made fun of SA, it's him.
God, can you believe we are all legally full-grown men? We are all legally adults. We're not kids anymore.
Oh yeah, I'm a legal adult now, guys.
Every single one of you is an adult.
Yep.
Besides freaking one guy, Evan Anderson.
All right, well I'm like freshly an adult. You don't.
Oh hell no! Oh
Hey,
hell
I'm a
no.
month behind you, buddy.
I'm legitimately like a couple days into being an adult. I don't need to get like harassed already.
No, you're getting it, buddy.
I'm getting
Matthew's
it.
been-
What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm
Matthew's
getting
been waiting
it?
for
What the hell
this
was I supposed
since
to do?
2022. Matthew's been waiting for this day since 2022.
He's been wait, how old are you, Matthew? Like 22?
I'm 21.
Oh, 21.
Wait, Matthew, when you
Jesus.
turn 22, are you going to sing the Taylor Swift song?
No, shut up.
I don't know
No,
about you.
No,
but
no.
I'm feeling 22.
Don't
You
you
will be
ever bring up that ever
Will,
again.
will you not
Bro,
be
Matthew,
22
just because
though?
you're sexist doesn't mean.
I'm not sexist,
Okay,
bro.
okay. All right, what's your favorite female artist?
I don't really have one, to be honest.
Wow.
I wonder why.
Or what about like Whitney Houston, bro? You don't
I
like Whitney
mean,
Houston?
I mean, we all know who Noah's favorite female
Don't
artist
know.
is. It's Sabrina Carpenter.
You stop
It is?
that.
Oh, wait,
No,
she
it's
has a new
definitely
song
not
coming out.
Sabrina
She has a new song
Carpenter.
coming out today.
I don't like
Wait,
her
what?
music. That Presto music made my ears bleed.
Bro,
Sabrina
why,
Carpenter
bro,
has
why
a
are you
new song coming out.
disrespecting your own wife, dude?
Is that an insult? Like, I don't think it is.
Oh, that's like when he was like, what did he say to me? Like you're married to Jenna Ortega or something?
Oh, poor me. Oh, you got me.
Poor dude.
Although I did see her promoting her new song with like
Album
it's
or
like a hitchhiker.
song.
I think I might watch that song.
Who's
Yo, I just really think that the musical tones is gonna be really good. I just got a little vibe.
Oh, Sabrina Carpenter's new song, yeah.
Yeah, when she's a hitchhiker, I think that's gonna be a good song. I think I'm gonna check it out.
Bro, it's not Shrek. It's not Shrek. Calm down.
I gotta make sure I watch the music video too, just to, like get just to like I like when music like to add like yeah, you know what I mean.
You have to get
Matt-
into it.
Yeah, you gotta get into it. Get into it a lot.
I'm sure you're gonna have a grand old time, buddy.
All right,
You sick asshole.
I don't really know the stuff CBK is gonna do with that music video. Holy frick!
Oh God. Oh no.
It's probably already been edited. Probably got edits saved up right now.
Bro,
The
you should have seen
Like,
you
like,
should
like,
have
foaming out of the
seen
mouth,
his
making it.
stories. You should have seen his stories when Sabrina Carpenter had Jenna Ortega in a music video of hers, bro.
Oh God! Oh, you mean that music video? Oh, I know that this stuff he
Bro,
posted there,
his poor bed, bro.
Jeez.
bro. When he saw that, he probably started levitating, and that's saying a lot. If you know what I mean.
Bro's whole room instantly turned white. the horror on everybody's face when they walked into his room the next day. It's like a murder scene, but just with white. It was fucking Christmas Day in there.
Oh my gosh! I go to music for sick beats. Okay.
I was gonna say something really, but I'm not saying that.
Oh, God. Sick beats? We mean like what? Like rap songs? I don't know.
You could have been getting down to this.
Me, I love music. Like I listen to it too much. Every time I'm sitting down and listening to music, and I listen every genre from music from the freaking 1700s to music that came out last night. I watch everything.
Bro, Noah, do you listen to Jeff Buckley?
No.
I love Jeff Buckley. Oh my god.
But like literally almost every genre I love. The only genre I do not like modern day country. I can't get into. I just can't.
Ugh. Yeah,
I
because it's
can't-
just Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, dude.
He's also an awful human being. He
Oh,
like
I heard
throws
it.
shit off.
Yeah.
Like, roofs.
He's an Eagles fan.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, he also tries to kill people, but you know.
Yeah, but I just wanted to get that out of the way.
But he's an
obviously.
Eagles fan.
That's just the cherry on top. No, that's the whole freaking milkshake. That's not the cherry. That's the whole freaking
Oh, who's the
milkshake.
Eagles fan?
Freaking Morgan Wallen.
I hate
Of
that dude.
course.
That dude's such a fucking loser.
Maybe that's why I don't really like from what I've seen. Damn.
Okay, then what else? Music. I do not like a lot of modern day pop music. I don't like. I think it's all like robotic. I don't really like it. Oh, for the record, what's this? What's the music genre for like that robotic stuff? Like what's that called?
Oh, R&B? No.
No, it's not. It's like
No.
R&B. I like R&B music.
Techno?
something like that, whatever it's called, or
Like
disco,
techno?
whatever the hell. Yeah, no. My favorites, classic rock. You can't get any better than that, to be honest.
My favorite's Johnny Cash.
Frick you, bro.
What have I become?
Obviously, classic country too, Western country music.
Sweetest friend.
Pop music, like real pop music, like Michael
Real
Jackson.
music.
I like
Let me guess, you like
What is
Michael
that?
Jackson later in his career.
oh god.
My favorite
that was-
rappers are Eminem, Mac Miller, The Kid the Boy,
Bro.
Justin Bieber.
If my favorite rapper, I don't consider him a rapper, but
Ed
if he could,
Sheeran.
it would be Kanye.
You know, Ed
But-
Sheeran is theoretically or is technically a rapper.
Yeah, technically.
Ed
I've seen
Sheeran's
that.
funny, bro.
Be the last person I would expect to be a rapper.
Bro,
Like,
he
ever.
like
Ed
he
Sheeran
had,
is
like
the
a
way.
shit ton of rap song. That's so funny.
Who's your best network guest ranked?
Bro, we all know it's me.
Yeah, I did that one time. Didn't I have Tristan? in there
Definitely
once?
Tristan.
No, you have to put World second, bro, or one. Come on.
He's
Bro,
the
what the
most
fuck is
consistent.
this with me? Tristan, I'll kill you right now.
What?
I know where you live.
Well, no, you. No.
Morgan Wallet sucks.
Oh my god.
Morgan Wallet.
Morgan Wallet also sucks.
Wait, is that a real guy?
No.
Oh, I was like, wait, there's a Morgan Wallet.
Morgan Wall.
It's like
His cousin.
the Bollywood version of Morgan Wallen.
Oh my god, I actually can't name one Morgan Wallen song. I don't even know his music.
My mom, oh my god, once we were in the car for 30 minutes, and for some reason her like the radio was like looping, and she wouldn't change it, so it was the exact same Morgan Wallen song for 34 minutes straight.
My
Oh
God.
my,
Yeah,
what's
I
that
can't- I mean,
one?
I've
What's
heard,
that?
like,
What's
She wouldn't
that
let me-
one
she wouldn't let me
song?
turn it off.
Confused.
What's that one song that's always on the radio? It's like the ripoff of that You didn't have to cut me off song. Anxiety
That wait, what?
song pissed me off. It's the most
And
freaking
I do
TikTok
like
song
old school, I do like some old school country music too. But yeah.
bro. I have a playlist with like 400 songs in there, but I usually calculate it by genre. So I have 80s, 90s. Like the 90s, really good stuff. Metallica in the 90s, Kurt Cobain in the
Oh my
90s.
god, I was listening to Metallica in the car the other day.
Which the best one?
Ironically, I got pulled over while I was listening to Metallica.
That
I
would
got
be
a
the time to
ticket,
do
bro.
it.
I was so mad, bro. They gave me that douchebag gave me a ticket,
Well, that's because cops they get a little raise every time they get it. Especially county cops.
and he was meeting his quota because it was the 31st. It was the last day of the month, and guess what he gave it to me for? Guess what my ticket was for?
Oh,
Because I had
Well,
an
look at
air
your phone.
freshener. I had an air freshener,
oh my gosh.
and it was
They'll
it was,
get you
quote,
for
unquote, it was obstructing my view.
Bro, I work at a gas station, and that is like a small town, right? I kid you not. On Friday and Saturday nights, there's 4 cop cars hiding behind trees by the bars because there's 2 bars right next to each other. Bro,
Yeah.
they're out to get them, dude. It's insane.
Bro, this cop, I was literally, it was like 11:30 at night. I was going up to my dad's. I was like 10 minutes away. Why did Evan just send me a picture of 2 guys kissing?
What the
What?
I'm not even
What
kidding.
What the fuck?
I'm
You didn't say it
I'm
to me, asshole.
I'm dead ass. I just
What
got
do
a
you mean you didn't send it to?
I got
Well, where did he find this stuff?
as I'm saying the story, he sent me a text message of 2 dudes kissing.
Freaking weirdo, bro.
I thought it was him, but the guy's black. So,
It could be him. He got a tan.
but yeah, dude, I was so mad. The dude was like hiding, and he was like, "Yeah, I could give you a ticket I could give you a $400 ticket, but I'm only gonna give you this one." I was like, "Bro, shut the fuck up! No, you can't." I was like, "What did I do?" He was like, "I don't know." I was like,
As we were
dude,
driving back, as my dad was driving back, he had an expired license, and this cop was on his ass. My dad like switched lanes and did like a Fast and Furious move, and we got out of there.
Oh wow.
Hopefully,
I
hopefully,
remember-
he didn't scan us.
I remember my dad got pulled over 3 times in the same trip once.
What the hell? Did you like put meth in his car?
We were driving, I think, to Florida, and he got pulled over like 3 times in the same day. It was so funny.
Oh my gosh!
And he was like, "This is the 4th time."
I've only driven a
Like, he
couple
works for
times. I don't have
the-
my license
works
yet.
for the
Never gotten
government,
pulled
so he,
over.
like, gets
Never gotten
pulled.
pulled over yet, but it'll be experience when it does.
That was my first time getting
That was
pulled
your
over.
first time?
Yeah, and I was like, "Hi, officer," and he was like, "How old are you?" And I was like, "I'm 18. I turned 18 2 days ago." He was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty fucking sure." I was like,
Oh no! Let me go get my freaking birth certificate real quick, just so I can double check.
"Yeah,
Just
hold on.
make
Let me
sure.
let me call my mom to make sure I'm born on 2 days ago. Let me
Matter of fact, let me go call the freaking doctor to give birth to me. Let me just
Yeah.
call him up just to verify.
let's see if they have security footage. You want to see? Like, let me call
I'm
God
gonna
real
need-
quick."
I'm gonna need to see some ID.
Like, I gave him my thing. He was like, "Are you sure you're 18?" I was like, "Dude, it's right there." I was like, "Yeah."
Are you dumb?
I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure." I'm like,
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not actually 18, even though it says on my car.
"Yeah, like no."
Oh no!
Actually,
You got
that's-
you,
I
you,
actually
got, you
hate-
got you got pranked, officer, in 4K. Total prank here. I'm
That's
not
like a lot
Step out of
of
the car for me, young man.
Well, I was tempted to tell the cop that like I was gonna be like, "Sir, I don't know if you want to give me that ticket because I have a gun and I will kill you." But I mean,
Dude,
like,
what? Do not say that.
Don't say that.
sir, if you give me this ticket, I am going to shoot you. I am,
They'd be
I don't
like,
have a
"Are you
gun."
threatening me? Are you threatening an officer?
And then I'd be like, "Wait, you want to see a magic trick?" And then as I reach for his gun,
Just go. Cool. That's a magic trick. Just freaking reach back. Here's my wallet, sir.
that's
shoot
what
you
that's what I was,
70
I'm
Shoot
gonna
you
be like,
72 times.
"Sir, I'm gonna reach into my glove box there to get something. I'm not gonna tell you what it is."
Yeah, just turn around real quick, officer.
Yeah, sir. Wait, sir, can you unclip your gun real quick? Can I see it real quick? Can I hold that?
Can I hold this real quick?
Yes, sir. Close your eyes for 5 seconds and count to 10. That makes no sense. But
Yeah. He's open his eyes, keep counting 5, 4, 3.
sir, I'll give you a choice. Where do you want me to shoot you? Which arm do you want to shoot?
R&B and rock, hip hop are the best.
R&B is pretty good.
Yeah, I do like R&B.
I can't really pick one genre I love because I like all music, but if I had to pick, I would like I could go on an island and have one genre of music for the rest of my life. It would be classic rock, I think.
Well, are you
It's
sure it
just-
wouldn't be Christian rock?
No, bro. I think I'd rather not listen to music.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Bro.
I love Jesus. Well, I mean, there is that one Christian song that's pretty good.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
My rhymes are fine. My beats are sick. No, nothing
Oh, I
about,
know
no,
what you're talking
nothing
about.
about yours.
Oh, okay. My crew is big and it keeps
No,
getting bigger. That's
Matthew,
like
finish it.
Jesus Christ is my...
Jesus Christ.
Matthew, want to continue that lyric?
The best song, the best Christian song of all time.
All right, Matthew, I'm gonna say it later. You got to finish it, okay? It's a
No, I
test.
don't.
All right, just say what you comes to mind, right? My crew
Who's in
is big.
Paris?
Fellows, obviously. Fellows are in Paris. All right, Matthew, I'm not changing to gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke.
Noah.
Doesn't rhyme, Matthew.
Did you say the N word?
I said Noah.
Whoa!
That's an N word. That's the N word, buddy. There's an N in it.
It's your name, you idiot.
Whoa!
Oh, you're calling,
name?
oh, whoa!
Whoa,
Dude,
he said
chill
that.
out.
Oh, finish
No,
the
Noah.
lyric.
Big 25.
Finish the
Noah.
lyric. I ain't
Dude.
changed to a gold.
Oh my gosh, hard R too. No, we gotta kick him out.
Yeah, bro, get out, dude. That's
All right,
insane.
speaking of the N word, Evan's here. What's up, Evan?
Say speaking the N word.
Yeah.
Speak
Do
of
I
the
need to
devil.
explain further?
Speak of the
Wait,
devil.
Evan, do you want me to elaborate on that?
Is that because I'm black?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, we no. I think there's a reason. We know.
You want me to elaborate why, or do you want to just keep talking?
No, that's good. That's good.
Okay. Matthew, chill with racial slurs. I mean it.
Oh, hell no. Hell
Shut the
no.
fuck up, Matthew. Fuck you.
I actually thought that was Evan for a minute. I was like, wait, what's
Yeah, wait,
going
no,
on?
that sounded exactly like Evan.
Dude,
That
I
really-
was
really
like,
thought that was
what the
Evan
hell?
when I first saw that. I really thought that was him.
Bro, I looked at the thing. Because like it says like the thing moves when you're talking, and his was moving, and I was like, wait, why isn't Evan?
Bro, he freaking studies his voice every day for 5 hours.
Like,
He's become Evan.
No, fuck you, Matthew.
Wait. Evan, do you think Morgan Wallet sucks?
All right, bro. I don't know who Morgan Wallen is. I'm gonna be honest.
You know, bro, Morgan Wallet. He's an icon.
Evan. Noah was saying he wanted to choke you sexually before.
Bro, I did not say that.
Yo,
But I'm a little disappointed. Why did you send him a message of two guys kissing, not me?
yo, Jake.
I'm just wondering
Bro,
why did you
I
guys
know,
send
bro,
me that? Why did you
Bro,
send, why
Evan,
didn't
I
you
was
send
telling
Tristan
a
that?
story
Tristan
about
was
how
really
I got
disappointed.
I didn't know he was on network, and I didn't even know network was going on.
Okay, so that's just the average thing you do? Like, oh, just because I'm on network?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, when me and him
Bro,
can't kiss, he just
I-
sends me
I-
pictures of guys
Wait,
kissing.
Bro,
I was just bringing it up because
I sent
Tristan,
a lot
because
of
I was just
guys
bringing it up.
kissing to my friends, bro.
I was bringing it up because Tristan was a little hurt that you didn't send him it too.
what the
so.
fuck? No, it was you.
Yes, you were.
No.
Dude, you said
You felt like,
literally
damn, I thought
said,
we're
why
friends.
didn't you send
Like,
it to me? You said that.
Damn, my fault,
Tristan,
Tristan.
stop saying the
Tristan,
N-word.
Tristan, don't worry. I'll send you the whole video.
No,
yeah, there you go. There you go.
Don't
There you go.
send me
Good
any
friend.
of
Good
it.
friend.
Will
You're
that
welcome,
make
Tristan.
You feel better, Tristan?
Wait, can you send me the naked picture of you crying too?
Bro, bro, you sick fucks. You're 18
Evan,
right now,
just
by
say,
the way.
hypothetically, you were at one day in your life, you were able to do that at one moment in your life. You're willing to take that photo, right?
Bro, no.
No, we
I
just
think
said
you
we
were.
just said how bad would it have to be for you to be willing to do that. No, well, he didn't say he was actually gonna do it.
Damn it. All right.
That's what you said. You sick fuck.
You know, you said you would do it for free.
I know you would have, buddy. Trust me. You guys don't worry about this. This is some illegal stuff.
Bro, you're 18.
So are you? You pedophile.
I'm a fresh 18.
Sending underage kid
Wait, you
sexual
see you're a
photos.
fresh pedophile.
You're receiving sexual photos from an underage minor.
Yo, you are fucked.
Take a seat down there, Mr. Jake.
No.
I'm gonna send that one predator catcher with a huge beard. And
Wait, no,
8 feet
didn't
tall
you
after
tell him that you didn't you tell Evan about something about Shrek once? Like recently?
I was. Yeah, it says
What-
great
what-
movie. Shrek's a great movie, right?
Oh yeah,
Damn,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. What do
I
you do
love
when you watch
Shrek.
Shrek? What do you do when you watch that?
Oh, you know, I just
Pull up the lotion.
So I'm a
You just
fisher, right? So I'm a fisher.
Explode with
So I,
happiness, right?
no. I'm a fisher. So I actually,
Explode with
I'm getting my
joy.
bait. I'm getting my bait. So I just grab my worms and I put my bait.
You're a
Put in my bait.
masturbator.
I'm really good at baiting, so you could call me that. Yes,
When you watch Shrek, you're a masturbator.
yes, and I'm grabbing the worm, and I'm putting them in the packages when I watch. And that Shrek's in the background.
You
Yes.
don't need a
you just have to-
description.
Bro, I didn't even say what you were doing. You said what you were doing.
Yeah, no.
What? That I'm getting ready for fishing while watching Shrek? Is that illegal now, or
Bro, just say you were
Hell?
choking chicken.
I was not? If anything, it would have been to a different cartoon, not Shrek. I'm just saying. Anyway,
Yo, what?
Bro,
No,
My
sorry
Little
about it.
Pony. My Little Pony is not the.
I
Yo,
didn't say that.
Chill.
Let me just
Bro,
say,
Yo,
Bro,
My Little Einsteins? What the hell
Bro,
is wrong with you?
Caillou is crazy.
bro, I did. All I'm saying is
The little
SpongeBob got
bald
like
dude with cancer.
SpongeBob's got like one or two a little more holes than he should. Anyway,
You
Jake,
sick fuck,
didn't you say to
Caillou.
me that your first crush was what the My Star girl? What was her name?
Word
What was her
girl.
name? Your first crush was that animated girl from a cartoon, Star Girl, right?
Word girl. Word girl.
Oh, Word Girl. Okay, that was your first crush.
Yeah,
Wait,
when I was like 6.
And guess what? When I was 6, my first crush was an actual real woman, not a freaking cartoon. So I don't want to hear this.
No, Fiona from Shrek isn't a real person.
Yo,
Yes, it is.
Jake, how the fuck did you like this? What the?
Bro,
Fuck.
because I watched PBS Kids. I was 6 years old.
You didn't watch any normal movies with, like,
Bro,
I
Scarlett
did, bro.
Johansson?
nah,
was-
bro.
it
My,
was
my
Word
first
Girl.
crush was that chick from Dukes of Hazzard.
Bro, I did that show that freaking Confederate flag throw from 1970s. Seriously?
Bro, does it have the Confederate flag in it? Unfortunately, it does. Great, fantastic childhood
His
show.
first crush was a slave owner. That's crazy.
Mine was Black Widow from Avengers. Very normal. The only normal one here, by the way.
Bro, mine is normal.
Bro, Word
Bro,
Girl.
the
was
freaking girl
really
from the 1970s is not normal.
Bro, Word Girl was normal.
Bro, look
Freaking-
her up and you'll
she's
figure out how
lying, dude.
normal it is.
Tristan.
Is Word Girl
there?
not normal for a 6-year-old?
Bro, for a 6-year-old,
No,
yeah, that's
bro.
fine.
What?
Tristan, what was your first crush? And don't
It was
tell me
actually,
it's Word
it
Girl.
was actually Iron Man 2 Scarlett Johansson.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
I thought you were gonna say Iron Man.
No,
Yeah, I'll be okay. Iron Man 2 happy.
no,
Okay.
fuck no.
Iron Man 2 Stanley. Iron Man 2 Stanley.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh. Freaking Whiplash.
Damn, I should have said Scarlett Johansson from Iron Man 2. I should have started with like,
And Matthew.
Matthews
was
is
yours?
Megamind.
Matthews was his freaky uncle. I don't know.
No. Matthew is probably Megan Fox. He likes Transformers.
I'm one of these.
Matthews was
Overrated. Overrated.
Bro,
Overrated.
From
What?
Transformers?
Wait,
No,
do you call
no, no.
Megan?
Bro,
Fox
no,
over
no.
Transformers.
You said Transformers is your favorite movie of all time, right?
I thought you
Yeah,
said
because of
Wolverine,
Optimus Prime. That's why.
So if that's your favorite movie of all time, you think Megan Fox overrated?
but you
From that
would
movie.
smash-
Overrated.
We're talking about her
Overrated.
from that movie, bro. You're
Would you smash Optimus Prime?
No.
Yeah.
What?
I would think about it.
Bro,
It
I
would
would
be,
not
it would,
think
it would be
about
negotiable,
I could be persuaded.
bro. Do you guys ever see that video of like the My Weird what's it called? The My Weird like addictions. And this one guy was like had like an actual like romantic relationship with his car, and he married it, kissed it, did stuff with it.
Why the fuck did they make that show a thing, bro?
But then, but did
And,
you
like-
think they did a follow up? He got in an accident and the car. was
Yeah,
gone.
got in an accident, he died.
Oh, no.
Bro, he like starts and he goes boom, boom, boom. He's like moaning. I'm like, what the frick?
What the
Remember when he's like, he's fucking like groaning.
I didn't want to know what happened off camera, but oh my gosh.
No, they said that he fucked the car.
Oh god.
Dude.
Wait,
Why
wait,
did
Wait,
they
we
film
should all
that
we
shit?
should all get together and try.
Wait. What did he do with like the?
I got a car.
No. Your car can stay where it is, Jake. I'm saying.
Bro, it's a nice car. I got a nice car.
Okay, well let's keep it that way.
Like fucking dudes in the back of my truck.
I ain't gay, but I do gay stuff.
My favorite rapper is Drake.
Yo, my favorite person
You're
is
white.
Drake too. Great human being.
Okay, Drake's a great artist, but he's not the best rapper. Let's chill.
Yes.
Carl
yes.
is definitely like a white man. If he says Drake is his favorite rapper.
But Drake, he is really
He is a
his
good-
production on his songs are really good.
I do
Oh,
like
bro.
some of Drake's stuff. I can't lie.
Like
His
Nine's
songs are
really
great. Some of
good.
his great songs are fucking amazing.
What's that song he did with Eminem and Kanye?
Bro, stop bringing up Eminem. Jesus Christ.
Lil Wayne was on it.
Lil Wayne. Like Lil Wayne too.
Last name ever, first
Elevate's
name.
not
Greg.
bad. Emotionless isn't bad.
Yo, best singers.
You guys like
Jello,
the new
Eminem,
song
Morgan Wallen.
Nicolia? They play on NBA every single damn commercial.
I want to meet your madre.
Wait, what about NBA?
Oh
Youngboy?
god, no.
Pay my
Drake's new
respects to
song,
your
they play it every
padre.
time. The freaking dun 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 dun.
Daisy Duke is the name Evan is talking about.
Gangster Paradise is the best hip hop song. They won a Grammy in 1990. That's a great song.
Yeah.
You know, Die Trying. Die Trying wasn't bad.
Gangsters play.
Disney
Good song.
Daisy Duke is the name that Evan's talking about.
Wait, let me see.
I've heard
let
of
me
it. What is that name? Where have I don't think I've. Do I know that name?
Okay,
No.
well, let's look at the girl that Evan was simping over as a kid. Let's see. Yo,
Am I wrong?
wait, hold on. What? That's like a name of a jeans, bro. I'm looking at like this is not. What is this,
Daisy
You gonna show
Duke?
it?
guys? Type in Daisy Duke. I'm not showing it,
Wait, what? Wait,
Wait, I'm afraid to look it up on my iPad.
wait. I
bro.
looked up.
It's like weird
It's
jean
normal.
shorts that like show a lot of parts of a girl.
Bro, no, it is. It is not.
Bro, type it in. You'll believe me.
That's what I did, bro.
So
Type
it's
in
a real
Daisy Duke.
person. So it's a real person.
How did you spell it, Noah?
Daisy. Oh, I typed in Daisy Dukes with a S.
Oh, so okay.
Wait,
think
let me
just
look
Daisy
up
Duke.
I
Daisy
picked up the
Duke.
S. It's the same person.
Oh, I
Bro,
see.
why
Okay,
does- why does
well
this
if you
kid
type in
feel
Daisy
the need to
Duke,
tell me
not
this?
Daisy Duke, you're gonna know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, no, I see what you're. Yeah.
Anyway, this is the girl. That's your first crush, Evan, huh?
Mid.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
Okay,
No,
come
no,
on.
no, 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 no. Now
Man.
look up Boss Hog. That's my second crush. Look up Boss Hog.
Who?
Okay,
Don't do
Boss
not
Hog.
look up
Boss who?
Hog.
boss.
Just look up Boss Hog. Dukes of Hazzard.
Dude, what the hell?
That's my second crush right there. Mm-hmm.
Matthew, is this your freaky uncle?
Matthew, so this is your first crush.
Yes, sir.
Matthew,
It's not
kind of
Megan
looks like
Fox. It's Hog
Looks
Boss.
like Noah's mother.
you.
Still with the mother
Holy
jokes,
shit.
bro. It's been 4 years, buddy.
No, are you gonna take that?
Damn, no, you didn't gonna let him do that?
Oh hell no!
Shut the fuck up, Matthew.
Shut the fuck up.
Wait, who's saying?
Dude,
Why
is
do
that
I just
Rose
sound like
again? Is
Evan?
that actually Zone?
I don't know if it's Evan or him, but shut the fuck up either
Bro,
way.
I'm not doing that. And I did that once, like, oh my gosh.
But you say that all the time, not gonna lie. It's pretty annoying.
Hell
Matthew,
no.
do you have AIDS?
I don't go, hell no, I don't do that.
Matthew, do you have
Matthew,
AIDS?
Matthew, what was your
No,
first
I
crush?
don't.
Matthew,
What?
what was your first crush? And be honest.
Yeah, be honest.
I'm not saying it. So
Why are you
Matthew,
not
what's your
saying it?
favorite? Matthew, what's your favorite sexually transmitted disease?
What
Okay,
the
what?
No. Actually, what? Come on, just tell us what
STD.
your childhood crush.
I don't have. I don't have
No,
to.
an STD is a sexually transmitted disease. You can't just say STD.
All of them. They're all equal.
They're all my favorite. I want all of them.
Oh gosh.
That's how.
Matthew, which one do you want for your birthday?
Matthew, every single man and every single woman's had a first crush. It's happened. It happens to everyone. And if you don't say it, you're banned from the network. So you better speak up.
I plead the
You
fifth.
can't
Why are
plead
you
this.
scared to tell us? This is a
Yo,
Probably his
Matthew,
sister or something weird.
Oh
I plead the
my
fifth.
What is it? What is it? Is it like something weird?
No,
It's his aunt, bro. It's his aunt. I swear.
not my aunt.
home
Jeez.
Alabama. Sorry.
Well, then tell this why. You tell us what it is, or else we're not gonna let it go.
yo, Matthew, I found your Pinterest.
I don't have a Pinterest.
Well,
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do. Me and Jake found it.
What?
You have 1,300 and like what 220 Peyton List bikini pictures pinned on it.
I have no clue what you're talking about,
Bro, it's a picture of Mac Jones and Peyton List. That's your fucking Pinterest.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's obviously a fake account because I've
Mac
never
goes to
looked
pay a
at it.
list. Are you actually being serious, Evan?
I'm being serious, bro.
What's it called?
Just Matthew Artwell.
There's no way that's real.
That could be a different guy. I don't think it's
Oh
me.
damn!
I'm on
Yeah,
Pinterest.
no, you're right. There are a lot of Matthew Hartwells, like the Patriots and Peyton List.
Yeah. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of guys that look like me.
Oh my
There
god.
are a lot of guys.
Why is Matthew actually funny now? What the hell?
I got that kind of face. I'll look
What
like a
the
lot of
hell?
guys that aren't me.
When did Matthew get a sense of humor? What is happening?
Matthew, what the fuck is
You're
going
making me
on?
really uncomfortable right now. You have a sense of humor.
Wait,
now.
this it?
No.
Bro, that is not Matthew.
Oh. Obviously. Yo!
That.
Yo.
Oh, you.
That is
Yo! What is this?
That is Matthew.
Oh my! Oh, favorites.
Bro,
We got
wait, what?
favorites.
Yo,
What
leave
is
Matthew
happening?
alone, bro.
Oh,
This is not.
who do you love
cool.
more,
I
Mac
didn't know
Jones or
Matthew
Peyton
was
List?
funny all of a sudden.
Who
Leave him alone.
is Dove Cameron? Dove Cameron. Who's that?
I have no idea.
This is crazy work.
You got a whole pin for this girl, Meg. You got Mary Mauser, Transformers. Oh, he happens to like Transformers. Sabrina Carpenter. Oh, I thought you don't like her, Matthew.
You're the one who hates her, not me.
I thought you don't like her music. Oh, Boston Celtics. Oh, they also like the Boston Celtics.
Wait, who is
Fashion.
that? Wait, go up. That is not a Boston Celtic. Go to the Boston Celtics one. Look at the top right. That's not a Boston Celtic.
You put Peyton List in your Boston Celtics. Bro! Whatever is this?
That ain't a fucking Boston Celtic.
Are you kidding me? You got her in the green shirt and your Boston Celtics. You simp. Oh my god.
Is she a Boston Celtics fan?
No, bro. Dude, what is this? What is it to do with the Boston Celtics? What is it to do with the Boston Celtics? No, bro. No, yeah, that's
Hey,
just
it ain't me,
Larry
bro.
Bird. This is
Bro, I'm
definitely
dying.
you.
I'm joking.
What the hell, man?
I mean, this is a fake account. It's pretty elaborate.
Matthew, that picture's crazy. That's
Yeah,
straight up
Matthew.
just-
Do I watch
Matthew,
the favorites?
Matthew, the
watch the
fake
favorites?
accounts are getting crazy these days.
Go to the
Look at the
favorite.
favorites.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
These are your favorites, Matthew?
Go Peyton.
Oh
They're
my
not
god.
mine.
The
They're
one
not
with the
mine.
mouth
Wait,
wide
why
open
is
is your favorite?
They're not mine, dude.
Why is it just her mouth open? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
Matthew. No, the fake
Yo,
accounts go
oh my
crazy.
god.
Bro.
Bro,
This
go
is
up.
insane.
Wait, go up. Wait, is that an edit? Wait, go down. Is that an edited picture? Go down a little bit. Down.
Probably is.
Bottom left, right there, with the heart.
This? Oh.
Up a little bit, right there.
Bro,
Yeah, that's a deep fake, dude.
It probably is.
Why don't they have fucking
Made by you.
Not what?
You-
Why would I do that? Why would I actually do that?
Yeah, you just got Mac Jones
Bro,
and the Patriots.
we all know why
Leave
you
the
do
list
that.
in
You
there.
pick.
no pictures of Tom Brady, Mac Jones.
33,000. Wait,
Oh my god, bro.
3,300.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
3,300 pictures.
Wait, when was this added? 11 months ago. What?
Damn, Matthew, you quit?
Where's the photo? Yo.
Yo, leave
Matthew,
Matthew
Matthew, can you
alone.
tell me?
Yeah,
It's your
let it go.
kid. Matthew, please tell me. Can I legally go forward with this? I already got a strike today. I cannot get banned.
You're probably gonna get banned, dude. You're probably gonna get banned.
Why do you mean? What do you mean? I'm probably gonna get banned?
I'm just saying, man. You're probably gonna get banned, bro.
bro, you
Alright,
got
bro,
a
no,
fucking
this
Kiki
is
Waka,
creeping me
bro.
out. Matthew.
Seriously?
Whoa, what is on here, Matthew? This is weird.
No, Matthew, when did you get funny? What the fuck?
Yeah, no,
Click
Matthew
the
is
funny
kinda
right now.
funny.
This is worse.
Well, he was.
Bro, is that even paying this?
Oh, it is.
That's Catherine Newton, I think.
Bro.
Yo, Matthew, are you one of those creeps that like pays for selfies?
No.
Nah, you
Matthew,
definitely are.
you have a foot fetish, Matthew?
Bro.
Bro, Matthew, we all do. Just admit it.
No, we do not, Evan. You
Bro, I have no money. Okay.
Feet are free,
You can still be a
Matthew.
foot fetish while you can still be a foot fetish and broke. Look
Just
at
ask,
that.
Matthew. Feet are free.
No, that's weird.
Okay, let's look at Cobra Kai.
Literally posted his feet for free. So.
Will it any of it be not paying list in the Cobra Kai? Okay,
yeah,
you got
one will
Hawk.
be Robbie. One will
There,
be
you got
Robbie.
one Hawk in like a freaking world, a freaking paying list. Terry
Oh,
Silver.
Mary Silver. Oh, Mary Mauser. Oh no, yeah, there's
Okay,
a couple
okay.
different ones.
Oh, that's an interesting screenshot there. Tori and Robbie.
On top of each other.
Okay. So I'm not gonna click on Sabrina Carpenter. I don't want to know what's in there. Let's look at fashion. Let's see what fashion you're into. Okay. This is your
Bro,
fashion.
this kid that I work with has been typing for 15 fucking minutes, and I'm really terrified of what he's about to send me.
Oh, buddy, you are fired.
No, he's not my manager. He's my friend.
Oh shit. Well, you are.
But I'm generally confused on what the fuck he's typing.
Alright, bro, you're about to be called racial slurs or something.
Matthew, what was that?
Fake account. Looks like a fake account to me.
Noah,
Damn.
weren't you saying that you
time.
hated Caleb with a K?
What?
Yeah, no. Matthew, no, Noah 2 hours ago before the stream was saying how he just
Holy
hates
shit,
Caleb
dude,
with the
this
K.
kid just sent me a fucking.
I never said that.
Bro, he was saying how
Fighter.
his mustache looks stupid as hell. I was like, what the
Bro,
hell is wrong
what?
with you, bro? And you're saying you just don't like people that look like him. I'm like, dude. this is
Bro,
just
what the
racist.
fuck does that even mean, bro?
Exactly. That's-
I mean, I don't like Tyrese Halliburton. He kind of looks like him, so that makes sense. Which, by the
Bro,
way,
are
that
you
game
actually
one was
cheering for the
actually-
Thunder?
I am not commenting on that, but I'm just not happy with tonight's game.
Bro, that game was
No,
awesome.
I would be happy the Pacers won if it wasn't for Halliburton making the game winner. But now I'm pissed.
Nobody on the Pacers scored 20 points.
Now
which
I
is
got
crazy.
people telling me that Tyrese is better than Ant already. Hey yo, what's with the stalking paying list fake page? That's Matthew's print
I
test.
I don't have a Pinterest, dude.
I don't know what the damn thing's called. I never even had that. But it's literally your name has the Celtics paying list.
No,
Transformers.
no,
Yeah,
it's-
it's somebody
it's
trying to
an
frame me, dude.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly,
innocent until proven guilty.
exactly.
You're
Matthew.
proven guilty, motherfucker. Those angles you
No,
have.
I'm not.
Those angles of paying list. You're guilty as charged.
It is
crap.
not. It's not me.
Yeah, we believe you, man.
Matthew, choose 5 words to describe your life.
Boring.
Bro, no, I mean like hobbies, like that kind of stuff. Like
See,
like
boring. Boring.
football, Peyton list.
Boring. Boring.
Wait, what are you saying, Matthew? I like zoned out, and now you're just speaking.
There you go. 5 words.
No, it would
Asked him
be
5 words to describe his life.
Peyton List,
Did I give you
video
permission to speak,
game,
Matthew?
Celtics, Patriots, and
Jerking
what
off.
dude.
Oh,
Frick.
wait, sorry. Being a master debater.
What the fuck?
I'm a master debater.
Jake,
I am a
Jake,
master
Jake,
I'm a
choose
master
5
debater.
things to describe your life. This is like a therapy session.
debater. Those 5 words are not appropriate, so I'm not.
Shrek 2.
What?
Wait, I don't watch Shrek.
No. I'm thinking about.
I watched
Noah's.
Shrek.
Bro, you do other things than Shrek. You don't fucking
Yo,
watch Shrek.
don't say it like that. You fucking.
Well, I watched Shrek. Okay,
But
problem with that?
you watch Shrek have sex. Is what you watch. Versus in the cuck chair for Shrek.
No,
Okay.
you
Buddy.
ever watch Shrek one-handed? It's better,
We've all been there. I don't want to hear about this
No-handed,
crap.
bro. We
There's
have
no
not
way
ever
we've
been
all
there.
been there.
No.
Yeah, bro.
None of us have been there.
Yeah, no, I have never been.
Oh, Shrek.
What? Send me the link. No, get out of here. What's freaking weird, bro? Like I said, we got to be normal on our live stream now. I don't want to get banned on my channel.
All right, we'll be normal.
Yo, what'd I do though?
Noah has gay sex every Tuesday in the back of his new Volkswagen Chevy.
Yo,
No, I do not. I do it on Thursdays, motherfucker.
No,
Wait,
we
today
did
is Thursday. What the hell?
So you're doing it right now?
I'll be right back.
Also, when
I'm
the
back,
hell
I'm
are
back.
networks on
Damn, bro, what the
Thursdays
fuck?
now?
What did you look in their fucking direction and you came?
Anyway, thanks for watching this network, guys. I got to go deal with some personal issues, but we thank you for watching this network. We'll see you guys next time. Always
There's an
remember,
Ashton Hall behind
extreme
them.
situation. Oh my gosh, I almost clicked on the wrong clip. That would have got me in trouble. See you guys next time. Always remember to do extreme measures. Where's the outro? Peace out. For the record, it was Fiona, not Shrek, pervert.
Noah and Matthew jerk each other off all the time. It's kind of weird.
No, it's not. That's not true.
Did you think Cobra Kai Network?
No, it is weird.
By the way, my favorite couple of all time, Donkey and the Dragon.
Noah, what's your favorite?
Don't ask why.
Noah, what's your favorite STD?
What's your favorite Shrek movie to jerk off to?
Noah watches